Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations with Marvelous. And before I introduce my very special guest, I want to thank everybody on the live chat, everybody who tuned in, everybody who's the LA fools and the IE fools, thank you, and the Jeffrey Dahmer fools, that you guys that are watching this right now on your phone or on television wearing a Jeffrey Dahmer mask, playing his soundtrack in the background. I see you guys, okay? Anyways, other than that, once again, we'll be back Wednesday with the Roadium Radio episode. We'll be back Sunday and Friday, most likely Freaky Tales, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys didn't see Freaky Tales, we just had episode 42 with me, my co-host Marvelous Inc. We took some calls, and they asked a very interesting question. Do norteños go to heaven? So you're going to have to go check that out and see how I answered it. It's pretty interesting, okay? Other than that, we have a lot of questions. We're going to go through them. Even some of the stupid ones, okay? We're going to go through them. Just so you guys don't say, you know what, he never reads my question. All right. But other than that, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it with, well, you know what? The Cowboys won. So if you're a Lambs fan, vámonos. It's over. Cowboy time. Marvelous Inc. in the building. What's up, Carnal? How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for having me again.
You know what? On the live chat, I believe we have the link to your Marvelous Minds YouTube page. We're about to hit 6,000 on there. So I need everybody to go on his page, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button so that after this show, he's already past 6,000, because I've convinced him not to go live until he at least hits 10K subscribers. So that way we can have a big audience, the day you decide to go live, the day you decide to teach, or etc. Other than that, we had a busy day today. I was up early in the morning. You were up early in the morning. We went to go film. We were out on Video Boulevard, and then we went to go eat. We were filming the intro to your podcast. Yeah. So we're trying to make it a little bit different.
Yep.
So my thing is that if you're going to do it, you're going to have to do it right.
Do it right.
So once again, go subscribe. If you don't see it on the live chat, it's on the description on the video, Marvelous Minds. Other than that, man, anything you want to drop before we start getting into the questions?
I just want to say thank you to everybody that watches this show, watches Tony. I just want to say thank you once again, Tony. I know I always say thank you, bro, but I really appreciate your assistance as well as this excellent team that you got with you, bro, that helps make all this possible. And also want to give thanks to everybody that tunes into this podcast right here and watches your show, and is tuned into viewing what I gotta say too, and that has asked questions, and I'm very thankful for all of you guys. I just want to tell you guys sincerely from my heart, I really thank all you guys for watching and just giving me your energy. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. So once again, go subscribe. Let's get one of them's pretty much a shout out. Says just wanted both of you to know that your voices are being heard. Much love and respect from my son Javi and myself here in Wichita, Kansas. We believe in the firmament as well. Muchos saludos.
Beautiful.
That is Oscar Morales. Okay. So here we go. Here's another one. Good evening, Tony and Marvelous. I have a question for both of you. When you dream someone who has passed away that was close to you, is that them trying to communicate with you, or is it just memories of them locked up inside of your mind? Your thoughts. Keep up the great work. Did you understand the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna answer that?
No, your thoughts.
Man, that's a hard question to answer. Like, I don't know, so I'm just gonna go based off, my studies. I don't believe that it's them. I don't like, just like spirits that are here and stuff like that. I don't believe those are the real people either, so I believe that's all bad. That's just from my studies. So, yeah.
Me personally, I don't believe it. And as much as I don't want to sound mean, because there are some people that have had loved ones die that have passed on, and they really want to hear from them so bad. So I think a lot of times, they long to hear their voice, they long to see their face. I just don't think it's them trying to contact us, because me personally, for my studies, I don't think they can contact us. That's just me. Okay.
Facts.
You know, Marvelous, I dream about my mother all the time. Okay. Maybe like at least once a week. And when it comes to my mother, it's always very hard for me to speak, but I'm sharing this because this person asked about dreams. In my dreams, I see my mother all the time, but she never says a word. She never talks to me. And it gets me angry because I want to hear her voice again.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wake up, you know, and I want to go back to sleep and see her again. But ultimately, I know it's probably just a memory, you know. So, all right, moving on to the next one. Hopefully that helped. Marvelous, what's your priority in life for you and your kids? Love the podcast. Keep me entertained at work.
My priority in my life for me and my kids would be just to raise them into being good men, my boys, and conducting themselves as a man should, with respect, and just to help you know, our people grow. You know, like be humble, be compassionate, be righteous. And then my daughters to be respectful young women and have self-respect for themselves. You know, it's hard because you got the social media platforms now, and they see all these half-naked women, and it's really hard. You know, they're right there scrolling through their phone, and they're seeing all this shit. And, you know, I try to give them, you know, some insight on that. You know what I mean? Like, someday these women are gonna look back at these pictures and they're gonna wish they never put that shit out there, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all going through stages of growth, you know? So I just try to give them a good explanation. But yeah, just to raise my kids right and be a good father.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Next question. I was going to touch on something about women that do dress like that.
Right.
But maybe I'll save it when I start drinking. Riga, remind me.
All right.
Ask Marvelous what he knows about Mars and Egypt connection. And then specifically Sidonia. Also, could you ask him what he knows about Black Knight satellites that's been orbiting the Earth for decades? Okay, that's like 3 questions. Okay, so let's try to...
Gang questions. I'll answer the first one, though.
Okay. Between Mars and Egypt connection.
Right. So Mars is not a planet. Remember, it's a planet, and that's a frequency dimension, almost at the same equivalent as a god that they worship named Marduk. So that's what that is. It's a energy that they try to harvest through the people, and to manifest change, or to manifest change or something that they're trying to accomplish. Well, which would be change, anyways.
Okay, and the other one was, if you know anything about it. Ask him what he knows about the Black Knight satellite that's been orbiting Earth for decades. You know anything about that?
There is nothing orbiting the Earth for decades. I'm sorry, bro. You know, I know you're probably gonna be, oh yeah, you know, I seen pictures or they showed you whatever. That's a lie. There's nothing orbiting the Earth. If it's on a plane or something and they want to call it a satellite, then that's fine. But they're on lower Earth orbit. They cannot break the firmament, which they call the Van Allen radiation belts. They cannot break that. They cannot go past the firmament.
Okay,
So,
you know. And let me add it. I know when people say, I've seen pictures, I've seen videos. Look, today in this world, man, when I edited my first documentary, we can literally make it look like if it was night or morning, just editing, you know, and they've had that type of technology for film since the 90s, if not even earlier, okay?
Way earlier.
And I've been in studios where, like for an example, the Hughes brothers who did Menace Society, Dead Presidents, The Book of Eli, American Pimp. I've been in editing rooms where they're like, you know what, make it look like evening, you know, make it look like this, and then, you know, give us a shooting star or something like that. And I'm like, wow, imagine how much people have released out there, and they have generations of people believing that. I could even put a little orb if I wanted to, and people say, did you see that? Did you see that? There's so many ways how you can deceive people today. So like when people tell me, do you believe this? I just need to see more. You know,
they're about to fool the masses, like coming really soon with their thing that they got, Project Bluebeam, with this fake invasion of alien or extraterrestrials. That shit's gonna be a shock. If anybody's seen the movie Independence Day with Will Smith, that's exactly how I think it's gonna look. Exactly like that.
And I shared with you that I've had dreams like that. But it's our government. It isn't aliens from outer space.
Right.
You know, another one that I kind of seen, so it's almost like, remember that one with Tom Cruise? Is it War of the Worlds? That's another good one as far as like whatever's going to come, it's already here. So, okay. Question for both of you. What is your honest opinion on local city law enforcement agencies, such as police departments and sheriffs? Do you believe that the media paints them to be a certain way? Saludos from San Antonio, Texas. Much love. It's kind of a long question. Let me reread that again to you. Questions for you both. What is your honest opinion on local city law enforcement agencies such as PDs, police departments, and sheriffs? Do you believe that the media paints them to be a certain way? You know, I think the media paints them fair in a sense. Let me explain. Whenever they catch a police beating up an innocent dude, hitting him over the damn head, they'll post that shit. But then next week they'll post another cop, you know, being honored.
Right.
So I really don't know exactly how you want me to answer this, because you want me to answer it. How does the media paint them? You know, fair and unfairly. I don't know. There's good cops. There's bad cops. Now, I want to answer it. How did I see it in the hood? You know, that's a totally different, you know, answer.
Yeah.
But as far as how do you think the media paints the police?
So I think the major platforms, the major media stations, they paint them to benefit whatever narrative they're trying to push or agenda, whether it's a law that they're passing or whether it's a minority they're trying to, you know, break apart or whatever. But this is how I see it, you know, as cops specifically, I think, and if I could use these, bro,
yeah,
these are all cops right here. These will be all cops right here. And you got your good cop, you got your bad cop, you got your cop that got bullied in high school and now he wants to be a cop and bully other people. Yeah. And then you got your follower or whatever. But at the end of the day, when this sergeant comes and he gives his directive order, if there's a riot or whatever, no matter if he's good, bad, or whatever, they're going to have to follow orders. So it doesn't really matter unless that one cop would speak up against the rest, and then he's going to get ostracized or whatever. So that really doesn't happen, you know. So essentially, they're all going to have to follow orders to whatever agenda they're trying to push. So I don't believe in that. I believe, you know, I mean, it's hard to say, bro. You know, I want to say we should police ourselves, but then, you know, we need a lot of people to wake the fuck up from the way they live too.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully that helps. I don't know if you're a cop or not, but that's the way you feel. We feel. Okay, Tony, can you ask Marvelous if he thinks that gods from other cultures, like for example, Norse gods, Greek gods, Egyptian gods, Aztec gods, etc., are fallen angels, descendants of fallen angels?
Yes.
Okay, good answer. I agree with that. Okay. Anything else or?
Oh, yeah, but I'll get into a big old spill. But yes, I do, bro. Like,
okay.
There are a lot of them are called deities, or even the word God. So the word God, it comes from the word gold. It's a deity. It's not the real thing. Like say the word God, that's a deity in itself, meaning a mini God or something that's man-made. The real Messiah or the real, we'll just take it for instance, Aramaic or Hebrew. The real translation of the real Messiah that people call Jesus, that's a deity. The real name is Yahweh, and the real name of God is called the Most High, or the Creator. His name is Yahweh. So that's off the translations in Hebrew, which is written actually from right to left. We're not supposed to read right. No, wait.
Left to right.
Left to right.
Right. Okay. All right. Marvelous. What or how much do you know about? And I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing it.
Roll your R.
It's Pure and then Pecha. Pure Pecha tribe from. It looks like it says Michoacan, but obviously it's not.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. I know. I mean, somewhat, but then that's gonna be a whole thing too. Like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro. Whoever asked that question, who was it?
El Yosef.
Yeah, get at me on my DM and my Instagram, please, and I'll send you some links, bro. Or you can even hit me up later on this, or hit me up tomorrow, bro, and we could talk about it on the phone. I don't mind if you call me. I love those conversations.
Okay. This is a goofy question, but this guy probably had nothing else to talk about. What's your guys' favorite candy? Okay, snacks of all time. Okay, it's October. I like Halloween candy there.
What do you ever think about those little fucking candy corns? I used to hate that shit.
I hate those motherfuckers. Why do they still sell that shit?
Yeah, or the tappies. Like I never liked that shit.
The wackest fucking Halloween candy I ever got. I said trick or treat, and then one little fucking kid gave me un cacahuate, a peanut.
A peanut.
A peanut.
A real
I
peanut?
took that motherfucker out and threw it back in his house.
Damn.
You know, but yeah, Halloween candy. I don't know. You know, I have a question. The number one ghetto candy of all time.
The number one ghetto candy, like considered fucking Mexican candy, or
No, just candy. Period.
the ghetto candy.
The number one ghetto candy of all
What,
time.
Lucas.
Now laters.
Oh, now or later.
Okay. And it's not called now and the laters, like the way the label
yeah,
says.
yeah.
It's now laters.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go, Tony Dool. I appreciate your wisdom. Keep dropping gems. My Theo Tony the Wizard. Let's go. I don't know who that is, but anyways, much love. What up, Tony? How about them Cowboys? Ooh. Yeah. Okay, question for you. You ever going to have Westmont scheme on the show? And for Marvelous, what is his goals before this year in Saludos desde Ciudad de Mexico? Now, I believe this Westmont scheme, I believe this is the guy that I was trying to get on, and I had a certain rapper that knows him, if this is the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe, if I'm correct, you guys, he did a song with Sucker Free 104. Okay. And my homeboy hit him up and said, hey, so-and-so wants to get you on the podcast. And he said, I'll pass.
That's crazy.
That's what he said.
You know what I was thinking about? What do you think about, you know, how people used to have rap names and shit, and they were like legit rap names, but now you look at these dudes' rap names, like, what's up with these rap names, man?
I don't know.
It's like they're clowning themselves, but they think it's something like prestigious and shit. Like,
I guess. So the answer is no. No, I'm not going to have him on, because once he said no, if it's the same guy, once he said no, I'm not going to have you on, bro. You know, and once you cancel, I don't rebook you. So that's it. You know what? You know, it's funny because this platform is for our people. I don't charge like other platforms to play their music or to play their videos or anything. It's all free promotion. It's all free promotion. And for somebody to say no, que te vaya bien. Okay, anyways, question. Oh, yeah, but what is your...
my goal?
What a goal before this year ends? Do you have a goal? Because you got at least about 2.5 more months.
Man, just to provide some good content for you guys. That's about it. Like, I really want to make, and my apologies if it's been taking a cool little minute, but I want to make sure these videos that come out, or what I'm trying to show you guys, it's like, it's very precise and factual, you know, and I'm able to articulate myself well enough for you to have or comprehend what I'm saying. So my apologies if it's taking a little bit longer, but, you know, I do have the best team, like I said, and your wisdom also helping me, bro, so I appreciate that. But yeah, that's my goal. Okay, question for you, Tony. I know it's been a minute since you had Shady Boy on here, hoping you could bring him on for conversation. I know he tends to disappear sometimes off social media. Hopefully, you can get him on. Well, recently, I guess the dude that's busted. I'm sorry, bro.
Yes. Recently, a female hit me up. I don't know if she's related to him or not, to post up his address on my story. So I was doing that because he's incarcerated right now. I don't know how long he's going to be in, but Shady Boy is incarcerated right now. So as a matter of fact, I'll repost it tomorrow morning, his address on my story. So if anybody wants to write him. But yeah, he was supposed to be here before he got incarcerated, but I guess they caught up with him. Okay. Let me see.
That sucks.
Yeah. Okay. Saludos para los dos desde COMPTON. Okay. I have a question for Marvelous. I'm born here in the U.S. My both parents are from Michoacán, Mexico. They are from a small indigenous pueblo in La Sierra. Their native tribe was, see, there's that name again.
That one or another one?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
I believe me, I don't want to butcher it. So, but it's pure, and then like puchas or something like that, bro. Also known as the Tarascans. forgive me for butchering it, bro. I have better luck reading Hebrew than this. Okay, and have pride from their heritage always taught us how important it is to keep the tribe alive. My question is, why are the Purupechuas, whatever, tribe native is not speaking so much in history like the Aztecs? Why is not that tribe not spoken about in history like the Aztecs?
Because they always say that the victor gets to tell the story. So if anybody knows history of the Mexica, they were considered the most ruthless, or the most ones that did the most sacrifice and stuff like that. But there was tribes outside of the Mexica that were just as big as them. For whatever reason, they focus on the Mexica. For I can't really say.
Okay. And forgive me, I wasn't trying to disrespect the names. I just have a hard time pronouncing those names. So, okay. Here we go. Have you ever tried to get Little Cuete on the show? I think he had and has the potential to make it big in the mainstream. If we're talking about the same guy, I'm going to say no. And I'll tell you why no. Because when me and Night Owl, rest in peace, were friends, Night Owl reached out to him, I believe, like twice. And both times he said no. He said, I'm good. I don't need an interview. Damn. So that was it. Again, this is free promotion. Most people would charge you for promotion. Okay? You guys go pay all these other places, pay for play, pay promoters $500 to open up for DJ Quick, but you don't tell them that DJ Quick went on at 12 and you went on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, yeah. So, anyways, this is free promotion. Okay? And if you say no, I'll tell you no too. Okay? I opened up for DJ Quick. What time did you go on? 3? What time did he go on? 12? No, bro. You didn't open up. Anyways. These guys be like, all you 2 people over there, wave your hands like you just don't care. And it's just the bartender and the cleaning lady. Okay, question for both of you. Do you think prostitution should be legal or illegal? Well, look, let me tell you something. I know a bunch of girls that are giving it up for free. Okay? And you know who I'm talking about because you're watching right now. Okay? So that's pretty much already free. So, I don't know. Should it be legal? Well, I don't know, man. I mean, do you really have... Let's just be honest. Do you really have to pay for pussy?
I mean, some dudes, I guess they do, man. But that's some messed up shit. If you have to do that shit, then... I don't know, man. I don't think any woman should sell herself at all, bro.
No, and I agree with you 100%. But as much as we stand by that and believe in that, there's women that just don't give a shit.
Yeah, look at that chick that they had on that viral clip where they asked her, "Hey, come over here," and she's saying, "Oh yeah, what do you want?" She goes, "Can you wash my truck for 100 and something?" And she goes, "What?" Like she'd rather give head and shit like that. Like, damn.
She'd rather give Cubby's nukes. So, but that's the thing. Like, there's women like that. They just don't give a shit. There's a lot of them. A lot of them that give it away for free just for an interview. Anyways, question for both of you. Okay, that was it. I say no, but again, there's already women that do it. So, okay. After this question, we'll do the super chats. Always wanted to do a psychic card reading. Are they legit? Marvelous. You want to take that?
Don't do it. Don't do it. And then don't do it.
Yeah, and I concur. Don't do it. Okay, because you don't know, and I'm going to say this: what spiritual door you're opening, and what can come in. Okay, so we got some super chats. Go ahead. Please don't go.
Okay, Ralph 707 donated $20. He says, "Hey Tony and Marvelous, do you guys have any advice on waking up early? And what is your guys' morning routine?"
Do I have any advice?
Do you have any advice about waking up early? I guess some people can't wake up early.
Okay, one thing that I realized, I would wake up feeling terrible sometimes and late whenever I ate late. I don't do that no more. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? As a matter of fact, drink some water, before you go to bed. Okay. I don't have a problem waking up early. Honestly, I've never have, so it's kind of hard to elaborate on that. But my morning routine, to be honest with you, as soon as I open up my eyes, I thank God. I really, really do. Okay. Then I get up. Honestly, you wash up, take a shower, or whatever. Then I hit the gym, or if I don't eat a light breakfast, and then I go to the gym. After that, that's when my day starts. After that. So, what about you?
I think everybody should start their day off early in the morning, with a good mindset. I think you shouldn't feed into bad energy. I think the first thing that you should consume is a warm tea or water with lemon, or I suggest a tea with like canela, or I always tell people to grind up your cilantro and parsley and put canela and mix it with canela and drink that for your breakfast. That should be your breakfast, not a bagel, none of that shit. We should only be eating one meal a day. I believe in that, even though I'm not strict on that diet myself. But yeah, do not eat late, like you said was perfect, you know. So yeah, that's about it. You know, start your day early, and then you just have more of a day.
You know what? Let me suggest this to a lot of people out there, because the first thing that people do before they even brush their damn grill is reach for their phone and check their Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
Honestly, do that last. Really do that last. It doesn't benefit you, especially to look at some negative shit or something that some fake page might have fucking sent you, and it set your whole tone for the day already. You have to chingo el pinche día. Stay away from that social media in the very beginning. Get up, feel good. If you drink coffee or your tea or whatever, do what you got to do, and then this comes last. You know, whenever I go out, we eat with my son or my daughters. This shit stays in the glove compartment, bro. You know, because we live in a generation that they can text, that they can tweet, that they can, inbox, that they can DM, except hold a conversation.
Yeah.
Except hold the conversation.
Yeah, you're
can I
right.
just text you this?
Yeah.
And that's them.
You'd be in the same house and they're texting you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, hopefully that helped. This one right here, there's a lot of names that it's going to be hard. As someone who thinks it's important to tap into your indigenous ways, I've come to learn that our people parade many deities. For example, man, I don't know how to read this. This was a XOC. Does that ring a bell? XOCHIPLLI.
Okay, we sleep watchly. I'm guessing.
Okay. That's what it looks like. And then Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, the Quetzalcoatl.
That one.
Okay.
And then Mictlantecuhtli. MICTLANTE.
So, but what was the question again?
Yeah, I'm trying to read it.
About praying to them, or
Yeah. He wanted to name certain deities that certain, I guess, it's indigenous people were prayed to. It says, growing up in a religious household, I was told that these deities were demonic fallen angels. What is yours or Marvelous take on this subject? Like, again, when he was born, he was taught that these were deities that our ancestors used to pray to. But he was raised in a home where his parents told him that these were fallen angels or demonic.
right? So some of them are some of the gods, like for instance, the calendar. The middle of the calendar is actually the black sun, which is in the hollow earth. That's not the sun that they worship, like the sun god like that.
Right.
And then the other ones aren't like there's some that are I believe that have to do with the fallen angels and our deities, but for the ones that he's suggesting, though I don't believe those are I believe that those are the gods of the Bible, actually. Not I don't mean gods, but the God of the Bible and the Messiah.
Okay. Hopefully that helps. And then we have.
If you need, I'm sorry, bro. If you need more on that, hit me up and I'll answer more on my DM. I'm sorry if I can't.
No, and I'm glad that you say that, because I know a lot of times you can't spend 30 minutes or 40 minutes giving a lecture on that, so we get it. So we try to answer these questions in a timely manner. Okay. Ask Marvelous about the noises heard under the dried Euphrates River. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah. So they say those are the noises, or all that shit that's happening is from the fallen angels that reside under there. There's a gang of YouTube content on that shit. There's a prison like right above that shit, and they say like it goes down. I don't know how far it goes down, but even the guards and the prisoners don't want to go down there, and there's all kinds of demonic shit, possession going on there.
Really?
Yeah, kinds of shit.
Okay. Hey, I look forward to your videos when you two do one. Dope. There's another one. Marvelous. What's the most craziest hood story that you've been in?
Man, I can't say that, bro. As much as I would like to tell you guys a story just so you can have the lesson, I can't talk about that, man.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you think it's something you're going to talk about on your podcast, or there's certain subjects you just tend to stay away from?
The juicy stuff, I know people that want to hear, and I know I'll get millions of views on that shit. I just can't talk about it out of respect for some of the family members and the homies' kids that are still here. But they do have to do with death and just some scandalous shit.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times people have to realize that there are some people that love to like brag about stuff like that for views.
Yeah.
Not even realizing that they're snitching on themselves. Then you got police or somebody listening to that and say, wait a minute, when I spoke to you, you said you didn't know anything. And then they're over here spilling their damn guts because, you know, they got 1,000 people watching. So, okay, question for Marvelous. What's some good books to start learning more about our cultura? Also, some good books on the flat earth subject.
Again, hit me up on my DM for the cultura. If you guys, man, I said about the flat earth thing, I feel like we answer these questions all the time.
Yeah.
And my bad, homie. Look up a man named on YouTube, Rob Skiba. Rob Skiba, Skirba. You can learn a lot. You know, he has a lot of books he could recommend and stuff, but you can learn a lot. He actually likes to, what I'm gonna do on my podcast is actually show you stuff that you could do at home that will prove to you that the earth is flat, you know? I don't know why I laugh when I say that shit.
Okay.
I could just picture people's faces like, what the fuck?
Well, they're just going to have to wait.
Yeah.
Okay. One question for the wizard. Are you willing to interview any freestyle artists? Well, I have had freestyle artists, okay?
So what's a freestyle artist?
A guy that just raps off the top of his head. You know, he doesn't necessarily have to... one thing that I've learned about rappers is that there's a lot of freestyle artists that could just flow.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of freestyle artists that can flow but can't write a song.
What do you think about battle rappers?
Well, I think that's kind of what that is.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, they pretty much, it would be like you being a freestyle rapper, I'm a freestyle rapper, and we just battle. So I pretty much start talking about your tattoos, what you're wearing, your earrings or whatever, and I just make it all rhyme.
All right.
And then we're just going off the top of our head. I would rather work with a guy that could possibly can't freestyle and just write songs, you know.
There's a battle rapper. He was on man, what's that dude's name, man? He has like these tattoos across his face. He was like supposedly one of the sickest rappers.
I don't know.
But he dressed up, like he went on Black TV and he dressed up like a white dude or whatever. He's a black dude, but he painted himself all white with a blonde wig. Oh man, I'll get his name, bro.
Okay, second question for Marvelous. Will you be interviewing any personalities on your YouTube platform, bro? Salute to the crew making this possible. Gracias.
Yeah, I have a couple of interviews that I do want to do. 3 of them are on Cultura, and actually I call them teachers of Nahuatl, and I know people want to hear that. I have another professor of biology I want to have on that I speak to. I'm not going to give the name because I don't want nobody else to get that or contact him. I want it for my show.
You're learning.
Yes, bro. Yeah. So yeah, I will have some pretty interesting stuff that I know you guys are gonna like. So yeah.
Okay. Marvelous Inc., this one right here, Anthony A. It seems like we are repeating history all over again. In your opinion, can this path we're on be stopped or slowed down? It's kind of a big question because I would like to know, when you say history, like what part of history is being repeated right now? I guess she kind of just left it too much in general, but it says, it seems like we are repeating history over and over again. In your opinion, can this path we're on be stopped or slowed down? I mean, are we talking about like, you know, like when remember the other day I was telling you how history repeats itself? It goes in cycles. I believe that whatever was done in the beginning, it's gonna get repeated. You know, I guess whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I don't know. Do you?
You know what? I don't believe that we could stop it. I believe that prophecy is prophecy, and the stuff that's been prophesied, like the destruction of Earth by fire, I think that is gonna happen.
I believe the same thing.
Yeah, bro. The rapper's name is Daylight.
Okay. Never heard of him.
No, oh, it's crazy. He's
Yeah.
crazy out there.
No, but I had freestylists, on here. The thing is that a lot of those guys are very, very intelligent, bro. Like they could just go off the top of their head. The sad part is that girls don't dance to lyrics. So, you could be probably the best freestylers out there, but broke because that doesn't make money for Hollywood.
Do you think that's why like they don't play or I don't even know if they don't play it, but I've heard a lot of artists say that they don't play Eminem in the clubs.
No, I've heard Eminem plenty of times in
Yeah?
the club, bro.
But would he be an artist that somebody could dance to?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He's got a lot of dance songs, bro.
Oh shit, I know that.
A lot of dance songs. Remember, was that one that they played a lot around the outside, around the outside? No, is that the name of that song? My name is. That was Norbert. That was Norbert.
Man,
That- he's-
tomatoes and cabbage, homie.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Focus. Appreciate you, homeboy.
Yeah. Anyways, all right.
You know what? Go take a timeout, homie.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me
All
see.
that candy corn in your system.
Okay, here's another repeated question, but I want to ask it.
All right.
What up, Tony? Ask Marvelous, what books does he recommend? Honestly, I'm gonna answer that. Call him or get him on his DM, okay? And he'll answer that question. Okay, so, and then is another dumb question. Ask him grilled chicken sandwich or milanesa torta. I'll take the grilled chicken sandwich.
I like both, bro.
I like them too, but right now I'm in the mood for a grilled chicken sandwich.
Yeah, or even some grilled chicken shit.
Milanesa torta is fucking amazing too. I like avocado in there, salsita, queso, queso fresco. So yeah, both. All right. Question for Marvelous: have you heard of or do you know anything about the background of the image of Jesus Christ? Okay, lately there's been talk about the most common image of Jesus being a random son of a king who was overly loved by his painter. Don't quote me on that, but it's something along those lines. I know you shared this already before, but
So yes, not a king, but the Pope Alexander VI's son. His name is Caesar Borgia. That's the blonde hair, blue egg that everybody has tatted on them, or that praises gives them worship in their house. And it's just out of no disrespect to any senoras out there. I know it's like usually our older grandparents that were taught this in the school system or whatever, but those aren't the real images of the Bible. Those are false images.
yeah. I have to agree with you on that one. He doesn't look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay. Anyways, here we go. I think that, second question. It says, how do you feel about the Virgin Mary, rosaries, St. Judas, etc., wearing them as necklaces and what they really represent? Thanks. Hope you can answer that. Look, I don't wear none of that stuff. Okay. The first passage that comes to mind for I live by faith and not by sight. I don't think I need any of that outside of what I believe in God. So when you look at God's moral law in the book of Exodus, and it says, thou shalt not have any graven images or anything before thy God, it's self-explanatory.
Right.
So that's where I'll leave it.
So if anybody wants to know the real law, it's called the Mosaic Covenant. Mosaic Covenant. Look that up. And we shall not worship any engraven images, As far as the Virgin Mary, that story of the miraculous conception comes from the woman, her name was Semiramis, who was the mom of Nimrod. And after Nimrod died, she said he became the sun god, and that's how she got pregnant, hence the miraculous conception after he died, so they wouldn't stone her to death because she had become pregnant, will be considered out of wedlock after he died. Like it was way after he died. And that son is named Tammuz, which people celebrate on Christmas, December 25th. That's the worship of Tammuz. So yeah, that whole people worshiping the Virgin Mary, that's the story of Semiramis, the miraculous conception.
Okay, good. Here's another interesting one, and I want to say this person's name so that way they don't say Tony just starting shit. This was on my YouTube community. That's where I get the most comments. So if you guys want to go look right now while I'm reading it, you guys can, because it's there. My YouTube community. And that's where I post up the flyers. And I said, anybody have any questions, ask. This guy's name's Eric Cisneros. So I want to give him his credit.
Yeah.
Question for Marvelous. Would you ever be open to a conversation with Tyreek? I know American Cholo is trying to do it, but to be honest, I really don't think he's doing it for right reasons other than clout chasing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, that message is still there, so you guys can go look at it. I'm just reading people's messages. Okay, but the question is, as far as Tyreek, would you ever sit down? I mean, we called him out last time.
Yeah, I would love to sit down. If he is watching this and you are watching that, I talked to a brother today that is in contact with him. So, yes, I would love to sit down with you and have a respectful conversation with you. And we could talk about whatever you want to talk about, bro, because I would like to extinguish that fire that you're spreading amongst your so-called people and that you're representing, and you seem to say that you're a vocal piece for them, if they agree with that or not. But I would like to have a decent conversation with you and break down some of these walls that you're putting up, bro. So if you hear this, my name's Marvelous Inc. Feel free to contact me on my cell phone numbers on my Instagram. You could call me direct, and we could have this conversation, whether it's on a big platform right here on Roadium Radio, or if it's in person, just with me and you, bro. Let's do that.
Okay, there it is there. Okay, ask Marvelous to explain the difference between Pocho versus Chicano. I could almost say it's the same thing, bro.
So, no, it's not. I don't think it's the same thing. With all respect, Pocho is really like even more disrespectful. But I didn't even give like the full definition. I gave the definition which we learn as young Chicanos. But the term is essentially like, and this is from like studying and reading this, and also told from by elders, that the word Chicano it does come from Chica, or meaning that you were from a Mexica tribe, the Chica. But when with the Spaniards implemented Spanish on us, I don't know if now don't quote me on this. I don't know if this is fact, but this is where most of the people say it came from, and these are professors, that it sounded more like chica, like chica, and so they used it as a derogatory term, as those are chicas, or those are like smaller than. So that's where we ran with that shit. Like,
and that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
and then it goes back to, if you had parents that are from Mexico, but you were born here, then you consider the Chicano. Right. All my life, I was always considered a Chicano, even though my dad, somos Mexicanos. I get it, Dad, but I was born here, okay? But whenever I went to Mexico, especially with my parents, they recognize them as Mexicanos, pero they would look at us, oh, esos pochos.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm a pocho over there, but over here I'm a Chicano. So that's why I kind of say maybe it's the same thing, because they don't refer to us over there, oh, son Chicanos. So, and
it's dumb, it's ignorant on a bunch of sides. Like, like this dude that tried to say like, the minute I gave the definition of this word, that I was putting him down. Like, what the heck are you talking about? Like, these are questions that were asked. You could bring anybody on the platform and they'll give you the same answer. But I mean, it's I think it's a divisive word anyways. Now it's become a divisive word, because it does separate us as brown raza or whatever, and I don't think there should be any separation. We should help each other no matter where you come from.
I mean, other nationalities now, okay, they are, whether they're black, white, whatever, they are starting now to say that us saying raza is offensive.
Yeah. I had a dude message me, and I know it was probably one of his boyfriends or whatever, messaged me and said, oh yeah, your mom's white. He was on that whole shit, like, okay, do you know my mom then? And then he said, oh, you don't even speak Spanish, so you're not indigenous. What the fuck are you saying to me? Like, what are you talking about? Spanish is a
ignorant, bro.
That comes from Europe. Like, that's not our shit. Homie, like, anyways, yeah, but
okay. Are you voting for Kanye West as the first Latino president?
What the fuck?
Si se puede. Have a great week, everyone. On the serio.
Serio.
So, no, I'm not voting for he's a fucking kook. Even though some people are like, he's a genius.
Yeah, man.
Really? Like,
This shit's insanity right now.
he's a genius. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, bro. I'm a big fan of both of you guys. If you can get a shout out, I'll appreciate it, bro. How about them Cowboys, Tony? 4-1, big dog. That's Nova Carrillo. Nova Carrillo, there's your shout out, big dog. Thank you. Cowboys. Okay, let's go. Why does Marvelous not believe in the school system, education, master's degree, etc.? Yet at the same time, he is telling people to take courses at ELAC to learn history. He's contradicting himself. Let me say something before you say something. Why is Marvelous not believing in school system education? I've sat across from him plenty of times, and I talk to this guy pretty much every day, and I never heard him say that. So if you could find the clip and the timestamp, send it to me or send it to him. And, we'll discuss it. But you want to touch on that?
Oh, my God, man. So anyways, if I said to take any type of course, like as far as the indoctrinational system, and when I say that, I mean school system. It's an indoctrinational system. The only thing beneficial from the school system, like if for young kids, we'll just bring them up, would be physical education. And as far as if you're not literally doing the experiment or whatever, like I literally do. I think I'm a fucking cholo nerd, bro. Like I'll do the experiment at home and then I'll say, okay, go study that. I'm not just saying here, go believe this professor because he's wearing a lab coat or whatever. Right. If I'm saying to go study on something, whether it was to take a course on Chicano studies or whatever, it's because I know there's a professor there that is teaching. There's a good professor right there at ELAC teaching Nahuac and Chicano studies. So I'm not saying to go just anywhere and do it. I'm saying to, if it's in biology or whatever it is, and if you could do something to prove that is factual, to teach yourself, educate yourself. Like, why wouldn't you want to do that?
Right.
Instead of just taking it, I hear from, and even for myself, for people that say, Marvelous is so smart. How do you know I'm smart? How do you know that? So I challenge you to challenge me. Go do that and prove me wrong. First of all, don't try to prove me right. Try to prove me wrong. And if you can't do that, then do the study that's necessary to prove that this thing is fact, what I'm saying it is. I'm not saying to believe me.
Right.
I'm saying that I've studied, I've broken shit down. And now what I'm saying, I had to make sure that it's facts because I know that if you go look it up and you go study yourself, and you prove me wrong, that's going to make me look like the biggest pendejo because everybody can see me on the YouTube. So I'm going to fucking make sure that I'm not saying something that's a damn fucking lie because I'll get exposed like that, bro.
Real quick. Especially to today's podcasting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Does Marvelous celebrate Halloween? Yeah, he's going to be Dracula this year. Okay. It says 1 Kings chapter 12 says Halloween Eve. Chapter 12 says, this Hallows Eve date, All Saints Day and Day of the Dead were sin for the people. Also for Tony speaking on the Antichrist, I urge you to read the book of Maccabees. I've already read the first and second Maccabees. I have the Apocrypha. So yes, thank you for that. But do you celebrate? No. Okay, then you need to throw that cape away and that vampire medallion and that fake blood.
Damn.
Okay. And no more candy corn for you.
No more candy corn.
Okay. Let me see. Can you ask Marvelous if he has heard about the Nazis having a secret base in Antarctica?
Yes, in the Arctic Circle, not Antarctica.
Okay. Okay, so that is true then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, here's a guy named Big Nasty. Okay. Why doesn't Marvelous embrace his white side? He's very prideful for everything else, but I've never hear him mention his white side. Okay, but here's my question to this. I have to ask this.
Go for it. Say his name one more time.
Yeah. Big Nasty.
Big Nasty says, so everybody can go on Big Nasty's question.
Yeah, okay.
And go ask him. Go ahead. Go.
So my thing is this. How do you know he's white? Where did you hear that from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where did you hear it from?
So, I mean, if we're going to go ahead and believe everything that we see on social media, we're a bunch of fucking pendejos, straight up. Oh, but I saw a post. I don't give a fuck if you saw it written on somebody's chonies, you know? But I saw it on Facebook. Yeah. Everybody was posting it. I saw this fat cholo make a video on YouTube, and he said it was true, and no fucking facts.
Facts.
But that's where we are now, where people can be found guilty on the court of Instagram. You're guilty, Marvelous. You're a white guy.
Hey, Big Nasty, you should like really do some research, bro, or because you're gonna make yourself look dumb, man, and that's messed up, It's
Okay.
fucking messed
Here's
up.
one for me. So, do you lay up like Whack 100 when you post your memes, Tony? LOL. Just jokes. Actually, I lay on my stomach with my feet kicked up, sucking on a lollipop.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just like 1 meme, 2 meme, 3 meme, 4. Okay. Okay. This is the best way to treat what is the best way to treat shortness of breath? Cause unknown, currently going to doctor for it. Cause unknown. Oh, cause cause unknown, currently going to doctor. I haven't even started drinking yet. For shortness of breath, bro, that's a hard one because one day, look, I'm not trying to be funny. I knew a guy that was like 350 pounds.
Yeah.
Big old marrano. Okay. Hey, bro, I think I got COVID. And I go, why? Shortness of breath. Shortness of breath.
I don't know, man.
Really? Yeah, I went up the stairs and, man, I was...
Yeah.
Maybe if you lay off the tortas de milanesa, you know what, you wouldn't have shortness of breath. But I'm not trying to kill, but like, I know a bunch of weed smokers that have shortness of breath. Okay, yeah. So I'm not trying to be funny when saying that, bro. But I just need a little bit more. You said cause unknown. It could be something. Yeah, of course, it could be something wrong with you.
Yeah.
But it's just you left the question too in general for. Are you overweight?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you smoke a lot?
Yeah.
Or is it just something that like all of a sudden, because some people say that when they start to get COVID, they get COVID lungs, they lose shortness of breath.
Right.
That is true. That is true. Maybe go get a COVID test because that's probably the first thing they're going to do when you go to the doctor. Okay. For a Marvelous, I'm not even going to read this one. Okay. Hey, Marvelous, remember my name. Question. Her name, or remember my name, Rising Warrior. Okay, question. Who's your favorite motivational speaker? I'm going to help bring some valuable content to your channel. Hit me up, homie. Rising Warrior.
Rising Warrior. Okay.
So who is, once again, your favorite motivational speaker other than Joe Osteen?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Motivational speaker? Dang. I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Rising Warrior.
Yeah. Tony Robbins, I'll say that. Okay. Question for Marvelous. Thoughts on the Anunnaki? Anunnaki. There you go.
I'm trying to guess what you're saying, bro. My bad.
You're good. You're real good.
My bad.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Anunnaki.
so what's the question?
What's your thoughts on Anunnaki?
Oh, yeah, that's real. I believe in it.
Okay. Well, what is it for the people that may not know?
Them. So the Anunnaki, it's associated with the fallen angels and the Nephilim and all that. So, just the bloodline
right.
that's our enemy.
This was kind of a long one. Does Marvelous believe in Mandela effect? The reason I ask is because in Scary Movie 2, many people remember the guy with missing fingers saying, "Take my strong hand," in the window part. Okay, now it doesn't exist. Also, the sun used to be yellow, orange at noon. Now it's white, and apparently Sinbad Shazam, the movie, never existed, and no one can find it. Even Sinbad said it never existed. I don't know what the hell I just read, but...
Okay, so you remember the movie Shazam? That's like our era.
Well, there was 2 movies. There was Kazam with and then
excuse me, the light was on us? Man.
And?
What the heck?
We got jokes
Nah,
today.
but go ahead, bro. What are you saying?
Go ahead.
No, there was 2 movies that people, because I read up on this. There was 2 movies. One was Kazam and one was Shazam.
So Shazam is the comedy one that's out now?
No.
Well, one's with Sinbad and the other one's with Shaq. But they're trying to say that the one with Sinbad never existed.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, so let me tell you about the biggest one. Well, of course, Mandela. Mandela, he died in the 90s.
Right.
But all of a sudden, he died in 2000s. Like, nah. But one of the biggest ones is, let's see, why China is not communist anymore. It's called the Tank Man. If anybody remembers, Tank Man was when they were still a communist party, there was a line of tank and they were enforcing martial law on well, the martial law was already enforced in China, but there was a dude coming back from the store and he stood in front of the tank with his groceries and shit and he didn't move.
Okay.
And the tank ran over him on live TV and it's like his brains went everywhere, all kinds of shit, right?
Wow.
Wow. Now the clip shows that the army, they get out and they arrest the dude and they just walk him off. Like it never existed. There's Mandela effects where the Berenstain Bears, a guy's reading the Berenstain Bears and he shows you on camera and he walks in to one of the rooms in his house and the words change, like the way it's spelled and stuff like that. But what I think it is, and I think it's part of hypnosis. It's a CIA program, associated with MK Ultra. Okay. That's what I believe in. But I mean, I don't know.
You never know. They might just put you on Fool's Community again.
Yeah.
So, okay. And that was a joke, guys, because they actually did.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Sabbath versus Led Zeppelin. I'd take Led Zeppelin. Anyways, what up, Wizard? Please ask about Nos confident flat Earth theory. Nos confident flat Earth theory.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know it either. So, but oh well, we'll skip.
My bad.
Yeah, ask what he thinks about how the IE fools moan when the barber brushes off the hair off their neck.
What the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah, the IE fools.
The IE fools.
All right, here we go. Okay, Marvelous, when are you returning to Soft White Underbelly?
I can't speak on that, but it was mentioned about doing part 2, so
okay,
I'm very thankful.
Okay, this is Young Sonic. Tony has a hard-on for little cholos. Relationships with Mr. D didn't work out. Then he rebounded with Marvelous. We all know you have a type. LOL. Thank you, Young Sonic. Okay. All right. I read them all, so
yeah. So I think I know who that came from too.
Okay. Tony, would you meet Dr. Dre again? Well, I wouldn't meet him again. I would see him again. I already met him in '87. But I get your question. Yes, of course. Okay. But okay, I won't touch on that. If you guys want that, call in and ask me the Dre question.
The Dre.
To Marvelous, apocalypto bullshit or not? I heard the Mexica were saying it was bullshit. What's your opinion?
Yeah, bullshit.
It's bullshit? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, but let me ask you this. Because since I don't know that history, so I have, was the cinematography, was the attire that they were wearing, was that on point at all?
I think that for the most part that was on point.
Okay.
But like the storyline's cool, but the sacrificing and all that wasn't true. I know that for a fact. Let me see. The way the Mexica looked, that's not true. Okay. For the most part. What else?
Do you think it made the indigenous people look bad by doing that movie? Or do you just take it as it's just a movie?
I think, they're putting a story out there, and whether it's a storyline that you like or whatever that touches your heart about the father and the son and all this and that and trying to be a warrior or whatever, I guess that's cool. But I think it's, they're benefiting off of our cultura.
Right.
They're not really trying to, they don't have a goal set like, hey, we're going to teach this people about their stuff. And then who are they to teach us anyways? We need to teach us. They can't teach us. Whether they want to say that they conquered us or not, and meaning the Spaniards, they didn't conquer shit.
Right.
They manipulated other tribes within the Mexica indigenous group to go against each other like they do today.
Of course. You know what part really tripped me out at the very end? Because I enjoyed the whole movie. I mean, the movie didn't say it's a true story. Okay?
Right.
But remember at the very end when they chase him and he's at the beach, and then everybody behind him was about to kill him. They stop.
And the Spaniards.
And then they come.
Yeah,
some white dude coming.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, that one really opened my eyes. I'm like, damn, they really saw them. Like, who in the hell is this white ghost?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, crazy. Okay. When we start using this platform, I don't get. When we'll start using this platform to educate our people on making money, investment, what not to do in this current economy. Next time, please, just one thing about YouTube, you can go back in there and re-edit it. But it reads, when we'll start using this platform to educate our people on making money. Well, you know, when we have conversations like this, we can do this. But when we have Roadium Radio, it's just all about music. And usually I try to educate the artist, the producer, the rapper, the singer, whatever, how to go about and conduct yourself and learn and educate yourself about the business. So
I think that, I'm sorry, Tony.
Go ahead.
I think that people that have a opinion about stuff and they have a big opinion about shit, like for instance, that question, why don't you make a platform and show people?
And I've been telling people that since day one.
Yeah.
We have the technology.
Yeah.
Go live.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay. Can Marvelous just run for president? Marv 2024.
Nah, I would never want to be a president of this.
Okay. I never had dinner with the president.
Never had dinner with the president.
Okay. Tony, please ask if he is a Christian, Catholic, Muslim, atheist. Gracias.
The heck?
Yeah.
I guess they haven't seen any of my interviews, huh?
Okay.
None of that shit.
Somebody said, why again? So my question to you is, why watch? Okay. So somebody put 209. Maybe that's the motel number. I don't know. 209. That's it. That's all they
motel
put.
number. The heck?
You need to start an hour early, Tony. Gotta wake up early for work. All good. I'll catch you mañana. Hey, Bird City, Arizona. Despensa. But, you know, okay.
Serio.
You need to start an hour early. Okay, I already read that one. Okay. Ask Marvelous what convinced him to believe the earth is flat. You know, we already did that. What did he read or what was he told to convince him to believe? I'm just trying to do more investigation to this, and I want to know what he read or told what were you told to believe. I'm going to answer that. Once again, go on his Instagram, bro. I'm sure a friend, a neighbor, a co-worker has Instagram. Look up Marvelous Inc. His number is on the bio. Call him up, bro. I mean, if you really, really want to know, call him up. Okay? Okay. Ask him why the Raiders suck.
Shrug, I don't know.
That was by Renee Salcido.
I have no idea, bro.
Okay. Did Jesus really die on a cross? An actual cross or just a regular straight stake?
A tree.
Okay. There it is. I'm not going to comment because we're going to start arguing. Anyways, what's your opinion on Tariq Nasheed dividing blacks and browns?
I think it's ignorance at its finest, and I think it's another man's ego, just to put it bluntly. You got two men that are dealing with ego issues that disrespected races, you know, because of they're feeling some type of way and they want to be the leaders of something. So they're both, one's making up a fucking word, one is making up some other bullshit, and they should just get together and hug, and if they want to fight, well, I mean, fucking start throwing your purses at each other. Handle that shit. You know, but as far as teaching people, we need to sit down and stop talking about this shit and start organizing our communities, and let's have a sit down and let's talk. You get your representatives that you hold in high esteem, that are knowledgeable and respectful and can hold a conversation and are able to articulate themselves, you know, and are able to take constructive criticism,
right,
if they are wrong or not,
right,
but be willing to study as well. Like, hey, well, why do I think like this? Or where did I get that information? Is it my ego, or is it something that I don't want to learn about, or what's the problem here, you know? Right. So I think we should sit down and, you know, build. I did an interview today, or had a conversation about this subject, and we should get our two so-called communities together, and let's have a function. Let's sit down and have this conversation and stop talking behind people's backs or saying what we're gonna do and we never do shit. We're just those people that go in front of a fucking screen and say, oh, I want to do this and I'm gonna do this, and you sound like a fucking politician that doesn't do shit. Like, let's do this shit. Call my fucking numbers right there. I'll gather up whoever I know. You get whoever you know. Let's sit down and let's talk about it.
Hopefully that helped. All right. The next question: What do you do? What do you do on the Sabbath? Okay. Well, let me answer that. Now I'm gonna answer it from a biblical perspective. Okay. Whether somebody else has something different, this is where I'm getting my information from. On the seventh day, God rested. Okay. Didn't mean He kicked up His feet and He was on a lazy boy chair. That means He just stopped. That day was meant for you to rest, and starts on Friday at 6 o'clock till then Saturday at 6 o'clock. That's the Sabbath. At least traditionally, that's what the Jewish people celebrate today, the Sabbath. Okay. Then, one thing that I do want to say is this: that day was made for man, not man for that day, and that's where the people at the time of Jesus had it wrong, because where they crucified Him, or at least where they found Him guilty, was that He healed on the Sabbath. In other words, He broke the Sabbath. He should have been resting. That's it. That day was made for man, not man for that day. Anything you want to?
No. So yeah, just one thing. Of course, you know. Yeah, for it was made for the Jews. I don't want to say Jewish, bro, because you know what I'm saying. Like,
of course,
Jewish is it came later on, and that's pertaining to and the adoption of a certain ethnicity, which they're not, or bloodline. But yeah, I don't want to say it starts necessarily at 6 o'clock, but when the sun sets or the sun is no longer out of your perspective view, you are supposed to obey the Sabbath. You can't kindle fire. You can't, you can't work. Nothing. Everything is dedicated to the worship and praise of the Most High.
Dope. Somebody just put, okay, tequila en clamata, por favor. Spiritual warfare, that's it. Do you want a beer, bro?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Spiritual warfare. It's no question. They just put spiritual warfare. Mm-hmm. So we're not even going to touch on it. So, okay, question for both of you guys. Do you guys believe Nostradamus prophecies? I'm going to say no. Okay, also, do you guys believe that Hollywood elites and stars, politicians, are the new modern day Amalekites? Lastly, do you guys, damn, you got a lot of questions?
Yeah.
Do you guys looked into the queen killing babies, drinking their blood? So they tried taking her to court, but all the witnesses and all the testifiers died and never made it to court. Okay, I've heard of that. ¿Y la tequila, güey? ¿Ya ves?
Más rápido, güey. Córrele.
So, you know, somebody get the belt.
Pinche güero.
Somebody get the belt. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyways, so question for you guys: do you believe Nostradamus prophecies? Okay, I'm gonna tell you no. Why? I'm gonna tell you why I say no. Because, man, you know, every time something happens, here's how at least Hollywood makes money. Nostradamus possibly predicted this. Right here it says this, and in that language it meant 2 buildings. Did Nostradamus see the Twin Towers fall? Okay. If you look at all the prophecies that he never was on, in other words, that he missed, you know, that were wrong. In the Old Testament days, a prophet like so-called prophet like that would have been stoned.
Stoned to death. Yeah.
You cannot get one wrong. Okay, he got many wrong, more than he supposedly got right. So I'm gonna say I don't believe in Nostradamus. You?
I'm with you, bro.
Okay. Also, do you guys believe that the Hollywood elites and the stars and the politicians of the modern day are the modern day Amalekites? I don't know how you can put those together. But lastly, you guys looked into the queen killing babies, drinking the blood, so that they tried taking her to court, et cetera, et cetera. Did you know anything about that?
There was a big indictment, and the indictment. If anybody wants a copy of the indictment, I actually have it.
For real?
Yeah. So, and I have a video on it if you guys want to read into it. But yeah, a lot of stars and celebrities got indicted as well. The Obamas got indicted.
Wow.
Tom Hanks got indicted. What is her name?
Ron Jeremy?
Ron Jeremy. I don't know if he did. No. Did he?
No.
Did he?
He's a porn star, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, did he? I don't know. I never heard that name. But yeah, a lot of people got indicted, bro. For that and organ harvesting.
Wow. So you have all this on the queen?
Yeah.
Now,
On all of them.
Okay. Do you have a selfie with the queen?
No, hell no. Shit. I don't wanna
You know what's tripping? When she passed away, bro, there's people that don't know anything about her, and they were just putting "Rest in Peace, Queen" and posting up her picture.
Retarded, man.
Like, what the hell? That would be like Jeffrey Dahmer died, and I put "Rest in Peace" with his picture there. Come on, bro.
I made memes.
This guy had people for lunch, you know, and you guys over here, "Rest in peace." All right. Fuck. Rest in peace, Richard Ramirez. Okay. I posted this on YouTube. We already read this. What is your honest opinion on local city law enforcement? We already read that.
Yeah, we read that.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, you read.
I think we're getting to the end of it. Okay. Ask him if he's heard of Dr. Umar Johnson. Or Umar. It's Umar.
No.
Umar. Okay. Omar. No?
Didn't say nothing else?
That's it.
Oh, no. Okay, go ahead.
That was the crate keeper. Okay. Okay. If you can't physically land on the planet, planet Mars, then what's up with Elon Musk? And if they were to go forward with it, would they take the people too, or what's the point of it? Fuck, I don't know. That's your boy. Anything you want to say?
Fuck.
Took my shit.
Nah. I don't have nothing.
If you want to believe in Mars and you can land on it, you want to believe that you could fucking buy property on the moon and shit, hey, spend your money. Handle that shit. Invest in it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, man.
Okay, we come to the end of our questions.
We have
Let's
a
do-
bunch
we-
of super chats.
Okay,
like a
go ahead. Alex, take over while I take a tequila shot.
All right.
You want a shot?
No, I'm good, bro. Thank you.
It's gluten free.
Huh.
Go for it. R.I.P. Ted Bundy.
Paulo Martinez put 199. He says, "Does Marvelous believe in astrology?"
No.
No.
Okay. Memo Juarez dropped 499. He asked, to get GPS location on the navigation systems, we need to have a satellite to get the latitude and the longitude. Can you explain that?
Those are satellite towers. They're not satellites in the space that are floating. If they do use any satellites, it's the one that the Air Force uses, and that's to get a signal where they have to fly using that plane. I forgot the name of the plane that they use that has that big ass satellite. That's about as high as they can go. But there's no shit orbiting the fucking Earth or none of that at all.
Okay.
Marvelism is a new religion.
Marvelism. Damn, don't start that shit. That's gonna fucking.
Go ahead.
All right. The name is Agenda Tony 1. He dropped $5. Have you guys heard of the guy from the IE that got? Oh my god.
Just read it.
It says that got a Cali Mac tramp stamp.
No way, dude.
Oh God. All right. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
If you
pal.
guys want to, on some serious shit, if you guys want to see a movie that Elon Musk is in, but it shows you everything that they're gonna do or that they are doing. It's called Transcendence. Watch that movie, Transcendence, with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
I unwillingly read that, but all right.
Okay.
El Tio dropped $5. He says, "Do you guys believe dinosaurs actually existed, or was it a civilization of reptilians? In the ones that survived are the ones that had to run underground, that hide underground."
No, go for it.
Okay. I believe dinosaurs existed
You do?
Yes.
Why do you believe it?
because I went to the museum and they had them right there.
Okay, check it out. For real, Tony. You gotta be serious, homie. Take that shot
No. Just,
and then answer. Man, the whole shot. Where's the limon? Hey, what you call it? So check it out. I went to fucking the Brea Tar Pits. We used to take I used to be a big old fucking dinosaur enthusiast and shit.
Yeah.
And so we go on a field trip when I was younger to the La Brea Tar Pits.
okay.
So you go in there and you see all the dinosaur bones and the fucking tar pits, and there's people like excavating bones and shit out of this tar and shit, right? And they're so deep. They're probably like about 6 feet to 8 feet deep, and they're digging supposedly these bones out, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then they're walking us around the facility, and then behind these glass platelets. There's people in lab coats, and they're showing you. You can walk up to the glass, and you see these people with name tags and shit, and they're dusting off these bones, and they look really like some fucking scientist shit, right?
Right.
And all the kids, I was so like, damn, wow, oh my god, like I'm really seeing this shit. I wanted to buy you could buy a saber tooth, you know, if you wanted to. You could buy a bunch of different shit, you know. So
Right.
they're saying these things are 40 million years old and whoop-de-whoop, whatever, right? So I remember later on in life when I end up having my kids, I'm like, man, let's go to the La Brea tar pits. You know, I want to show you guys, you know, what I used to see. And this is before I knew about the whole dinosaur thing being a straight lie. So I'm walking my kids through the and I'm like, look, this is where they you know, are dusting off the bones and shit, and my kids are running to the glass and they're like, look at Dad, look at their, you know, they really have real dinosaur bones and shit. And I go and there's a young kid, like, and I mean, like, man, he had to be like 19 years old, and all of them were in their early 20s, and they all have these lab coats on, and they have these name tags, and they're all holding a bone in their hand, look like a fucking chicken wing, and they're dusting some shit off of it. And they have these big old fucking bifocal glasses on, and they look up at you, and then they go back to what they're doing and shit. These people are paid to work there. Then we're walking around the facility, and that made me have like, what the hell's going on? Like, dude, are these the same? You know, when you're so young, you think these people are so old, and they're fucking real scientists and shit. So we're walking around the La Brea tar pits, and then I look at the same fucking hole. You know, they haven't got no deeper in it. It's already like probably 20 years later, and they're still finding Tyrannosaurus Rex fucking bones out the same shit, and they're telling you to stay back because it's dangerous and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, you can't go on that tar right there because it's constantly sinking in and shit like that. But yet they have the same fucking mammoth replica sitting right there in the tar. Like,
Okay.
come on, man.
We still got some live chats. Keep going because they're pouring in.
Here,
Damn.
go back to.
So you don't believe in a T-Rex?
Man, fuck that. That's like believing in fucking CALI Mac. Get out of here. Some bullshit. Fucking Raza. We're Raza. That's the word.
Fuck.
Man.
All right.
Ignorance.
All right. This guy, I can't read the name. It's LXSTSXULATL. Okay, he dropped $5. It says, in Escape from LA, California broke off from the U.S. and all criminals were sent there. That's it. You ever seen that movie, Escape from L.A.?
Oh, yeah, I like that movie.
I think he's talking about that.
Escape from L.A. was Snake Plissken.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one was Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Go for it.
El Tubo dropped $2. He said, can you talk about sleeping paralysis I used to have?
First and foremost, I want to thank everybody in the live chat because we just hit 1K. So I want to thank everybody once again for hitting 1K on the live chat. Thank you. Everybody on the live chat, go ahead and put, you know, R.I.P. Ted Bundy. So, anyways, sleep paralysis. You want to touch on that? Did you ever have that? I have.
I had one experience like that, bro. It's kind of scary.
No, it is very fucking scary, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think it is, man? Do you think it's a medical condition, or do you think it's something spiritual?
Oh, spiritual, most definitely.
I believe it's
I think
spiritual.
it's a form, and I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I really believe that it's a form of a possession trying to take place.
Yeah.
But it's not able to happen because of, you know, the. I mean, we I don't know how to say it, bro. We maybe have more angels around us, you know, fighting. Yeah. There's a spiritual battle. Mm-hmm. You know, I believe, but that's what I believe, bro, that it's a spiritual possession trying to take place.
Okay. I believe the same. R.I.P. Jeffrey Dahmer. I believe it's spirits as well, evil spirits.
We got more still.
Keep going.
Okay.
This is your time to shine, Alex.
Saul EML dropped $2. He said, Tony, will you ever bring back Baby Boy Slim?
Of course.
Okay, Ruben Ruvolcaba or something like that. It says, sorry for butchering your name. It says, shout out to Marvelous for the knowledge and appreciate that Instagram conversation we had about our culture. about that fraud iron jacket.
I appreciate you, homie. Thank you, bro.
Somebody put R.I.P. Michael Myers.
Nah.
BB dropped $2 and says Revelation 13. What do you think about the media being the mark?
No. That's spiritualizing scripture. To me, that's spiritualizing scripture. Look up, Google it, okay? Google it. That's how you say it in Spanish. Google it. Okay? Google spiritualizing scripture. Because a lot of times when we can't find an interpretation, it must mean this. No, a mark is going to be a mark. Okay? To me, that's a literal translation. I'm not even going to say my opinion. I'm just going to say those are facts.
Okay, Mike Aranda dropped $4.99. It says gran entrevista and soft white underbelly. Saludos, hermano.
Hell yeah. It's a soft white underbelly.
Okay, Self 213 just dropped $1. He didn't say nothing. And then he dropped another $2 and said, now what language is dying? We gotta keep it alive.
There's a lot of different dialects of Nahuatl too that people don't know. They think it's just one broad language. It's not. There's different dialects. There's classical. There's guttural, which was one of the first Nahuatl. That's really important to learn. I want to say this one, bro. My bad.
Go ahead.
But it's, I feel like I gotta answer this. Get your game up, says Marvelous. What Indian lady threads your eyebrows? So
What's her name?
It says get your game up. That's who said it.
Oh, get your
So first of all, no lady threads my eyebrows. I actually I'm not ashamed of grooming myself. Like I don't like no unibrow or that shit. So I do groom myself. As far as any gay shit, nah. I mean I got kids to represent my fucking masculinity. I'm a man. I love women. So I mean, you making a gay reference and shit like that, you should question. That's questionable tendencies you probably got, bro. But hey, I don't go that way. I mean, if you want to know somebody, hook you up. I know some people in North Hollywood that you could hook up with. But yeah, get at me on my DM, homeboy.
Yeah, keep going.
All right, Carlos Cruz dropped $4.99. He said, "What's up with that Conejo interview? And would Marvelous sit and ask questions as well? Or do their neighborhoods not get along? Thank you."
Well, Conejo, again, and I don't want to sound like a broken record. We talked for 2 years, like 3 times. And he said, yeah, he'll do it. It never happened. So obviously he didn't do it. So yeah, but every time we talked, I'll do it. He even told my son the same thing. I'll do it. Never happened. So that's it. Would I like to? Yes. And I'm going to tell you why I would like to, because I love rap. I love hip hop. I love the hip hop culture. I love the 4 elements of rap, of hip hop, I should say. I like to sit down with these guys that so many people look up to and talk hip hop. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Just like some people want to sit down and talk with you cultura, I want to talk hip hop. I want to talk turntables, records, vinyl, music, speakers, rap, whatever. That's just me, bro. So, I mean, as it is, I got my Roger shirt. I'm a big fan of Roger. And I know a lot of you guys, as a matter of fact, put on the live chat, R.I.P. Roger. That's what you guys should put. Rest in peace, Roger. The many facets of Roger. And I heard The Grapevine is probably my favorite song ever. So, anyways, go ahead.
Okay, Fidel M dropped $4.99. He said, "Hey, question for Marvelous. How do you find truth, and what its definition to you? Is your truth separate from others, or is there only one truth?"
I believe that there's only one truth, and the way to decipher that truth is through discernment. I believe discernment and your spirit plays the major key to knowing. If you have to ask a question about something or somebody, you already know the truth within yourself. You're just trying to validate the actions of your flesh. Like, I believe that you already know the answer. Hey, is this woman good for me or not? You already know. Why would you be asking? You know the answer. So discernment, I think, plays a big part of it, bro. And how do you find that discernment? And talking about in spirituality, or if you're Christian or Catholic or whatever, I believe a big thing is through prayer. Pray for it.
Yeah. Keep going. Somebody put RIP Tony H producing career. Be looking out. Be looking out.
Damn.
Be looking out. Ray Rice, I saw you. RIP Roger. Ray Rice, saw you, big dog. Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got more. Sheesh.
Okay, keep going.
All right. We got Enrique Yeah.
You over here sounding like Bugs Bunny. No, Porky Pig. Skibbity goobity goobity.
All right, fine. We won't say his name. Okay. Enrique L. dropped $9.99. He says, "What are your thoughts on the demonic snake people from the series From Dusk Till Dawn, based on demonic snake people from the series From Dusk Till Dawn?"
Have you seen Dust to Dawn movie with Salma Hayek?
Yeah, I like that movie.
They want to know if that's based on something.
Well, I know there is demonic snake people. I don't know if it's based on them, like if they got the story from them, but I know that demonic group. There's a couple of them actually, and they deal with possession and snake, the worship of snakes and all that shit.
Yeah.
They have church like with a gang of snakes and shit.
Yeah.
All right, they put this question, so I won't be able to read the fucking name, but Emmanuel G40 History Talk. He dropped $10. He says, "I just saw a documentary about Tecumseh, the Native American leader that almost held back the U.S. expansion westward in 1812. What is Marvelous thoughts on his legacy?"
I don't have any thoughts, bro. I haven't seen that what you call it. Or would you say
I
there's
don't-
a
maybe I butchered his name, but it's like Tecumseh or Tecumseh, SEH.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I can't answer that one. I can't. I'll be honest with
Okay.
you.
Arturo Frias.
Marvelous looks like Popeye. Damn, do I?
Well, below me, down.
Arturo Frias dropped $2. He said in an interview, Chaparro Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Chaparro Schwarzenegger. Let me say this. Okay, what the fuck? I'm trying to remember. Tony Rocks. You promised me Chaparro Schwarzenegger, and we even made the flyer. And then he goes, "Tony, we're gonna have to cancel." That's what he said. I was like, "Bro, I already made the flyer, but Chaparro Schwarzenegger was supposed to be here, and we were supposed to do, I guess, interview in Spanish." So I'm still working on that, you guys. Chaparro Schwarzenegger. He's hilarious. He's a comedian. I believe he's from Texas. But go ahead. You got any more? Or
JG dropped $4.99. They want to know, did y'all check in with Swifty? Saludos.
Yes, already did. I got the app downloaded today. So yeah, we're good. Did you check in?
I will never check in.
Did you check out?
We don't check out.
Okay.
All right. So Memo Juarez dropped $4.99. He says Dr. Umar Johnson is a hustler that's been collecting money for over 15 years to open up a school. He has collected over $4 million. That's all he put. And then let me see. There was more right here somewhere. Okay, right here. Ulysses dropped. Shit, I passed it.
Get it together, homie.
It's because there's so many. There's a lot of questions.
Just keep going, bro.
A lot of people put R.I.P. Roger.
R.I.P. Roger. Okay, good.
Okay.
R.I.P. What's that guy's name? The guy that dressed up like a clown. Remember?
It?
No, not it. John Wayne Gacy. R.I.P. John Wayne Gacy. Okay. And Ed Gein.
Square the Floors dropped $4.99. He said, "What's up with Marvelous? Big fan. What's up, Marvelous? Big fan here. I got 2 questions. What do you know about Mount Hermon? And also the sleep paralysis. Do you think it's demonic?"
Yeah, I've answered those already.
We answered those already. I know you guys are probably tuning in late, but yeah, I believe it's demonic. I believe that sleep paralysis is demonic. I've actually, quick story, I won't go into it, but I actually been attacked in my sleep in front of my kids. And my kids actually had to wake me up. So.
Okay, Raymond Torres dropped $2. He says, "Do Marvelous worry being targeted for waking his people?" Sorry.
That's always a concern. Now, what I'm saying as a friend, to me, that's a concern. You know, because there's been a lot of people that have tried to wake their people up. Let me give you one example, like a Malcolm X, like a Bob Marley, and like a Martin Luther King, and got taken out. We are not exempt from that.
Right.
So, yeah, and now we have the platforms where we can actually share and challenge our people to do one thing, to think. That's it, to think. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Stop showing your selfies, Norbert. Damn. You're over here showing fucking butt naked selfies. So.
Okay, Arturo Ruiz said, "What's the best way to study religion, Marvelous?"
I don't know if there's no way to study religion. Like,
Yeah, religions are man-made. If you're trying to study, Torah or about scripture, then I think the best way is to study the language first. If you don't know the language, you could go to download on your app on your phone the Blue Letter Bible, and it gives you the definitions in Hebrew and Greek and English.
yeah. By the way, somebody said Tony A is drunk. Look, bro, I only had one shot. Okay, so calm the fuck down. Okay, but as far as studying religion, this is something that a lot of people don't do. Okay, and now I'm going to share with you on how to do it. You want to study Catholicism, learn it from somebody that left it. You want to study Mormonism, learn it from somebody that left it. You want to study, Jehovah's Witness religion, learn it from somebody who left it, and then they'll tell you why. That's religion. There's a reason why they left it. Go for it.
All right, Carlos Cruz dropped $4.99. He said, "Would you guys be open to have Boo Boo from Lopez Maravilla for an interview?"
I don't know who that is.
That's my homie. Shout out to my homeboy Boo Boo. Hit me up, homeboy.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, he's a good homie.
Okay.
Okay, 818 and LBC City in the Heezy dropped $1.99.
Okay.
Hey, thank you to everybody donating, man.
Thank you.
Okay,
Somebody's put, would you allow royalty to give you a lap dance? What?
Damn.
Anyways, go ahead.
oh my God, no, I don't want to read that one. All right, here, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Norbert. Money comes first, $10. Well, that's where he dropped $10. He says, American Cholo goes to sleep crying because he ain't Chicano. And shout out to both of you. I'm looking forward to that OG Bridie and Marvelous interview.
Bridie, who's that?
That was the homie, the brother I spoke with today.
Tony is a drunk after the show, and he's going to West Hollywood after.
Damn.
Wee.
Damn.
I'm driving going, wee. Okay. Everybody put a wee on the live chat.
That's it?
That's it? Okay.
That's it, we made it.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and...
That was a lot, man.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Hey, appreciate you guys, everybody. Thank you. So,
Okay,
so
now
much.
let me ask you guys on the live chat. I'm going to ask you, do you guys want to take calls right now? If so, I want to see at least calls 50 times. Calls.
Put
And then we'll take some calls.
Put some phones in the...
Not balls, but calls. Okay? So, go ahead and... If not, we're not going to take any calls.
Oh, they're putting it, bro.
Calls. If you got the balls, make the calls. Let's go. Calls. Okay, let's do it. Fuck it, that's enough. All right, let me connect this. Okay.
Hey, so Roy, not so philosophical. Avila?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I sure can, homie. Hit me up on my DM. If you're in the area, I'll break all that shit down for you, bro, and show you.
Okay. All right, go ahead and put the number up. Once again, guys, if you got the balls, make the calls. Okay? We got Marvelous Inc., Tony A in the building. There's the phone number. Go ahead and make the calls. We got about a few minutes, so we're going to take some calls, okay? Okay, here we go. Okay.
People are funny, man.
Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, man, this is Pedro, again, coming from San Jose, California.
What's up, Pedro from San Jose?
Shout out to you guys.
Thank you,
Yeah,
my
that's
brother.
from San Jose.
Can you turn it up?
I'm just calling for a quick question.
Oh, there you go.
And
There
then
you
like
go.
a quick story, quick like 10-second story. Did you guys read or know about the LA Times when they wrote about the reptilians underground Los Angeles back in like 1934? You guys can just say yes or no.
I've never heard of
Real
that.
quick.
I've never heard of that, but I have heard of reptilians only because of Marvelous right here. So before that, I've never heard of
Okay, for
reptilians.
sure.
So, but you know what? Is that something we can look up, or is it public knowledge?
Yeah. I'll actually DM it to you. It's a legit fact, like written by the LA Times. They did an article on it back in 1934.
Damn.
Wow.
I'll send it to you. Maybe you can look more into it.
Please, yes.
That'll work. Thank you, Carnal.
Yeah, I'll send it to both of you. Yeah, no doubt. And then just a quick story about the Michoacan tribe. It's pronounced Purepecha. I'm just saying because my Purepecha. Because my great grandma was that. She didn't really speak Spanish. I should have said this for freaky tales, but I'll just say it quick. A lot of people from that region and that part, bro, that they don't really believe in Catholicism and stuff. It's all about witchcraft. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to say. And my great grandma, she used to do bad shit, and she hurt a lot of people and even took out a lot of people. And what's crazy is that how she died was that maggots started eating her legs. And my grandpa, her son, he was he's a teacher and a lawyer and a politician, so he's got money. He brought the best of doctors, and they could never find how or where these maggots were coming from. And they said that even if they were to chop off her legs, they would appear again and just start eating her. And everyone in the family believes that was her pay. That was how she paid on Earth before leaving for all the harm she did.
Man,
Wow.
That's sad, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just I can get more into it, but I just want to keep it short. Respect your guys' time.
No, you know what? But like I said, we'll be on Freaky Tales Friday, bro. You can call back, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I got another one about my cousin when he went upstate and his celly praying to la muerte and what he saw in the cell. But for sure, I'll save that for sure, guys.
Por favor,
Sounds good, man.
please do that. All right, gracias, carnal. Appreciate you, homie.
Heck yeah.
Okay, let's go. Be careful, bro. I need to hear it. Okay. Caller, let's go. Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, this is Michael from Bell Garden.
What's up, Michael from Bell Garden? You got a question, brother?
Yes, I just want to say saludos to you, Wizard, Tony Wizard, and Marvelous.
Muchas gracias, carnal.
And gracias. I just want to ask a question for both of you guys. I've been listening to the internet. There's a lot of conversation about reparations with African Americans. And I was thinking, you know what I mean? Like, do you think maybe we as a Raza or people who have, you know what I mean, a high percentage of indigenous bloodline in our DNA, do you think we should be having starting a movement with reparations? Because a lot of our people, you know, we've been pretty much, I guess, destroyed with our indigenous language and culture. So we pretty much kind of adapted to the Spanish cultura. And a lot of these African Americans and even the Caribbean Sea and even parts in Africa, they've been claiming with reparations. We pretty much the only ones which is quiet and not even doing nothing about it. Yeah, go ahead.
I guess it'll be because we've been quiet and nothing's happened. But go ahead and touch on it, bro.
Most definitely,
Okay.
bro. I 100, 1,000 agree with you, homie. Yes, we should. There should be, marches done about it. We should be speaking about that. But you also have to keep in mind, how much would these reparations even do for the community? And then how do you decipher who is indigenous and who is not? And then
Right,
you
yeah.
have to take into account that this land that we're living on, whether people want to feel disrespected by what I'm gonna say, this is the chosen land. This is our land. I do not consider this the United States, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. This is our land. We did not cross no borders. This was promised to us.
Right.
This is our land. So
Okay.
by reparations, we need our land back. You can go now. So if anybody's gonna speak up about that, though, that would be a big part of our reparations. Not just money, give us money, and then what are you gonna do? Spend it, and then what are you gonna have left? That was part of their
Right.
agreement when they made all these agreements with indigenous tribes as well as the North American Indians, which aren't separate from us. They're the same. They said they offered them money, minuscule amounts of money for their land, and they were conned into doing these things, bro. And they turned us against each other. They made us worship all their shit. They cut us. Like I said, they used to cut off our piochlis, our warrior braids. They put us into their indoctrinational system of teaching us these things that we're going to consume our spirit and consume our lives, bro. Such as our dietary law that they told us milk is good for your body and all this. And you got to learn this and you have to learn our language. You got to learn Spanish. You got to worship these idols. You have to do this. And they robbed us of our prayer. They robbed us of our dance. They robbed us of our history. They robbed us of our complexion, of everything, bro. You know, so reparations should come with speaking about getting our land back. How come we can't have a yacht? How come we can't have a Lamborghini? How come we can't take trips all over the world? You know, how come we can't dine in these restaurants and eat good ass food supposedly? You know, how come we can't have all that shit? You know, so we need to get together and stop destroying ourselves and be manipulated by these people that are only trying to destroy us. We need to stop going on their platforms and making them richer, you know. And I'm saying that people are gonna try to flip my words, you know, that I've been on certain podcasts. Well, these podcasts, these are white guys or whatever. But the message that I'm speaking on these platforms is a message of waking the fuck up.
And the message never changes.
Right. The message is the same. We just need to start talking. Yeah, of course, talking about it, but more than that, taking action. And be strategic in our action. We need to know our history and where we come from. We can't just have a big ass platform and say, "Oh, I don't give a shit about history. You know, we're talking about this, carnal, and we're this and that, and I'm gonna make up a word." No, you can't do that. You gotta know about your culture. You have to know about where you come from, so you can know where the fuck you're going and what you're supposed to do.
100% agree, Marvelous, and that's something that I kind of like noticed about American Chorro. He doesn't really approve on that type of conversation. I heard other people try to talk about it. He just laughed about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? Just different sides of stories. I kind of like your whole ideology, and I'm gonna be following you guys, man. You know, Tony Wizard and you and some other vatos. But yeah, 100% agree, and hopefully, you know, you do your study. And we can, you know, you can start platform talking about it and create a pretty strong movement of that. You know what I mean? Because we need that.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for all your wisdom, homie.
Thank you, Colonel.
All right, gracias for both of you guys. And I just want to say the last thing. I was the vato who started with the whole conversation with the sleep paralysis a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Dope. Thank you, Colonel.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, homie.
All right, bless both of you guys and keep up the good work. Gracias.
Absolutely, thank you. Okay, let's keep it pushing. If you got the balls, make the calls. Let's go. When you call in, caller, please, because we're trying to be mindful of everybody trying to call in. So just call in and get straight to your question, por favor. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, it's last name Contreras, first name Box, brother.
It's the Box. You know what I heard, Box?
It's the Box.
I heard the Box is going to be starting up his own platform. Is that true?
You know what? Rumor came around, and I was talking to my homie on West Coast Graffiti. But before I say anything, before I continue, saludos to the homie, Marvelous One, brother. Saludos, brother.
Thank you, homie. I appreciate you. All my respects to you, bro.
You're welcome, brother. We'll get into that right now. But yeah, man, you know, I think I'm gonna do it, man. I'm like, you know, I talked to, you know, West Coast Graffiti. I talked to Gil. I talked to several other channels. And you know, and they're like, "Hey, man, see what it goes, see where it does," and maybe I will, brother. Who knows? You know, in due time. You know. But I want to say first and foremost, saludos to being on Roadium Radio. I'm the #1 caller, and saludos to the people in the chat that said block me for not calling in. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I hold rank. So, okay. So what I wanted to bring to the table, brother, was I want to say I saw that the clip that I believe his name is Brydog. If I'm saying it right, if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. That you did Marvelous with them, and I think it's great that you two guys met up. And if anyone was going to meet up with him to talk, it would be you.
Thank you, bro.
You're a very intelligent man, and to see that, I mean, you see it like on YouTube. I was like, oh man, that's like when you see things that makes your day. Like, oh. finally, you're gapping the bridge, and it's like two books. It's like I don't know how to put it, man. It's just like what he said about you made me feel like, okay, he's being cool now, because he's came out with a couple of videos where I was kind of like think like, hey, hold on, homeboy, but you met up with him and you did a interview. So on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know what time it's gonna come out, but everyone on Roadium Radio, please tune into that, because this is what we needed right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say, thank you for doing what you did, brother.
I appreciate you, bro, and I want to say this. I'm very humbled and so thankful that I'm in this position that I've been placed in, to be on all these platforms and to meet up with certain individuals, such as the homie today, the brother, and have this conversation. And I'm gonna say this: I'm only one man. I'm not anybody that you should idolize. I come from the same background as many of you do, and I want to say it like this: I'm only one ant in this colony. I need all of you guys to start building these gaps too, and teaching your kids any form of wisdom that you can, any form of morals that you can. Teach your daughters how to cover up their bodies. Teach your sons how to respect their women around them, and most of all, teach them about their culture. Teach them how to love themselves and love their culture, so we could progress as a people and build more bridges and stop destroying each other.
You're right, and the words you just spoke right now, and what you're saying, and the thousands that are listening right now, that's knowledge. That's the knowledge of someone who learned, and so we all gotta learn as well. We learn as we move, as people. You know what I'm saying? So again, my brother Tony, the box, Marvelous, the box, and thank you guys for taking my call, man. That platform will be coming out soon, though. The box.
Let's
all
go,
right, brother.
All right.
Talk to you guys soon.
Blessed night. Let's go, callers. Let's go. If you got the balls, make the calls. Once again, Marvelous Inc. is on your favorite podcast. The podcast slaps your fat ass with a fat ass dick. Anyways, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Hello?
Aries.
Hello?
Call my phone again and see if I'll call the motherfucking police and give them your motherfucking number, bitch.
Biatch. That's it?
Bullshit, bitch. I'm not no bitch.
That's it? Yep. Do you have a question, ma'am? Do you have a question, ma'am? Like it really sounds like you're on a sick
recording. It's a recording.
I know. I'm just having fun. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Caller. Hello?
Hey, it's Javier.
Javier, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Livingston, California.
Okay. You got a question?
Yes, I was question for Marvelous.
What's up, bro?
What do you think they do to our DNA test when you do the DNA accuracy?
Man, I think literally, and it's gonna sound dumb, that they're trying to literally take what they call an X gene out of our DNA. As far as indigenous people, we produce the highest rate of frequency, bro. That's fact. I think also with splicing our DNA with whatever they have in their laboratories and making clones out of that shit. That's just what I believe, bro. It may sound some way out shit, but I mean, from what I've researched and read and stuff, I mean, it seems to be that's exactly what the fuck they're doing, trying to build a super race and shit like that while using our blood and manipulating that shit.
Me personally, I wouldn't do it, bro.
Yeah, don't send your blood in, please don't.
Yeah, blood in, blood out. So,
all right, man. Shout out to you guys, both of you guys, man. I love your podcast. Thank you, man.
Thank you, my brother. Let's keep going. No more old ladies. Whoever the fuck that was. She sounded like she was on a good one. Call her your name or where are you calling from?
All right, man. Shout out to you guys, both of you guys.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
I want to know what's going on with the American Cholo and Marvelous. American Cholo saying...
Wait, hold on. First and foremost, you didn't say who this was and where you calling from.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Carlos from San Diego.
Carlos from San Diego. I got a lot of homies in San Diego. Much love, San Diego. Go ahead and address your question, bro.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on between American Cholo and Marvelous. And I don't know. I just want to get to the bottom of it. Like, because American Cholo, he's from Honduras. He's not even Mexican. So how can he be a Cholo if he's not even Mexican? And then he's saying that Marvelous is white, or half white, or his mom's white. So American Cholo brought this on himself because he made it a race issue. All of a sudden, I wasn't even caring what anybody was, black, yellow, green. I don't care. But since American Cholo wants to speak on it, you do the homework. American Cholo's from Honduras. So how the heck is he a Cholo? But I just want to know what Marvelous thinks about him calling Marvelous half white.
So I've addressed that issue about my mom is not white. She's Chicana. My mom's side of the family actually founded and named Pueblo, Colorado. If anybody wants to find that out, personal stuff about my familia, you're more than welcome to hit me up. It's like everybody's hit me up. There's been a lot of people that hit me up, but this is a personal issue, bro. This is something like he went to the extreme and disrespected my mom and disrespected another homie's mom. And you know, when this was just an issue with you and the definition of a word, what you thought he thought he was and it wasn't. And to be honest with you, it doesn't even matter if he's Honduras or from Honduras or whatever. Those are our people. Those are Raza. You know, those are indigenous people as well, and they're just as much as part of us as we would. If there's gonna be a separation, as saying if there was a Chicano right here and there was a Salvadorian right here and a Honduran right here, I wouldn't give a fuck who was attacked first or whatever. I'm gonna back up each and every one of these people because I'm associated them with being my people. They're my people. They're brown people. But this individual took this very personal, you know, and he said that I was belittling him when I clearly came at him with respect and said, hey, you know, I out of respect, if anybody wants to view the clip again, you know, I give respects to Gil, you know, and I'm taking this to another level. I mean, not me. He already took it to that level, but I'm progressing this shit, and I'm gonna end that shit because he apologized to me. He called me crying. You know, why are you gonna do all that shit and then go back on all the things that you said? Oh, carnal, how can I make it right? And you just tell me what I gotta do, homie, and I'll do it. I mean, I had you at my house and my wife cooked you dinner, feed me. That's cool. Then drop it, but you still need to come and talk to me in person. You know, don't avoid my phone calls when I'm calling you on your live show. Don't block my comments, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to his wife, but she's right there in the living room blocking people's comments that are saying derogatory things to him. I know because I've done several interviews there, and he tells her what to do. So I know that's a part of it too, you know? So, I mean, it's not cool. If he wants everybody to have a voice and he wants to build bridges, then stop doing shit to separate our communities then, our people. We're the same people. You shouldn't feel any type of way or the other. If you got punked when you were a little kid or whatever, man up. If you're not proud of being where you're from, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, homie. You should have embraced that you're from Honduras. You should have built a foundation to send feria over there. Let's send some food to them over there. Let's help them and their communities over there. Why are you so hurt about just a simple word of Chicano, a definition of that? Like it's dumb. And then why should I be the enemy? When I'm just giving a definition of it. Like I said, you could take me off this fucking platform and I could bring a fucking 1,000 veteranos in here and they'll give you the same damn thing. Is he going to be hurt what they say too? Because he's going to pick a battle with every single, he's going to be fighting the whole damn world like he is now. He's creating enemies and firebombing these fucking bridges that he could have been building. He could have progressed in a movement. And he went as far as making a whole word up to name the Raza. That's the Raza. It already has a word. We don't need another word. But he wants to be the leader of something and stamp his name. Oh, I made this up. You know, look it, babe. Look what I did. I'm the man. Like, nah, you ain't a man. You ain't a man. You should have came and talked to me like a fucking man. You should have showed your fucking face over here like a fucking man. Don't go on a platform and cry. Like I said, we're old school. We don't need to be making derogatory statements over the fucking internet, going at it like fucking viejas, like a novela. This ain't a novela, homie. Like, you should know as well. You've been a YA how to conduct yourself. You would have been dropped leva a long fucking time ago. So get with the program. Stop being disrespectful. Man up. And start building bridges for the Raza to progress themselves. Okay? Spencer, you're not a leader and you're not the voice for anybody but your fucking ignorant self. That's it. Point blank fucking period. End of story.
Caller, I hope that helped.
Yeah, I sums it up. That's a good answer, and I don't have nothing to add. I just wish that the division would stop. Because American Cholo put a lot of gas into that. He was saying he knows your brothers are half white, and that is. I mean, I'm not gonna fuel the fire. I'm just gonna say, like you said, they're all Raza. If he's from Honduras or El Salvador or whatever, man, we're all Raza. When we go down, we're all brown. So I don't really care, homie. But the Pakistan guy, that's totally different because that's not even Raza, homie. That's Arab. That's something else, homie. But El Salvadorian and people from South America, those are our people,
And it was cool.
But,
it was cool,
that's
bro.
A good answer, man, and thank you.
Yeah, like I said, it was cool when he apologized and all that shit. Firme. Let's move on. There's no reason to now, like a couple of weeks later, you're gonna throw up a picture of one of my brothers, and then he's clowning his own hood. He's got an Armenian homeboy in there, another dude that's a half Persian or some shit they say, and like, what are you trying to do, homie? You're clowning
And
your
the
own
whole
barrio.
time he's Honduras.
Like, yeah, come on. I mean,
What's
but that doesn't even matter though. That doesn't. Anybody can be from a gang. I mean, that's whatever. Yeah. That's besides the point. But what I'm saying, if you're gonna apologize to that, keep that apology, homie. Move on from that. There's no need to keep on fucking poking at the shit. Like I said, I barely made my YouTube page, and you're gonna go do that for what? For views or for? I don't understand. What were you trying to get at?
All good, Alex. Make sure you put up a YouTube page on the live chat. Okay. Thank you, caller.
The last thing I want to say is I try not to say anything I'd never say in person to somebody.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can live by that.
All good.
I hope you guys can squash all that and everything worked out. Get everything worked out. Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Got a couple more calls. Let's go. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller.
Hello?
Yes, your name
Bueno.
and where you're calling from.
Hey, bro, this is, they call me Churito. How you guys doing?
They call you chorizo?
What do you say?
Es todo. I like that too, but they call me Churito.
What?
It still sounds like chorizo, but...
Hey, my bad, bro. No disrespect, homie.
No disrespect, homie.
What is it again? One more time, bro. My bad.
My bad, bro. So they call me Churito, pero I like that chorizo también. Pero mira,
my bad, homie.
Pero
dale.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all
my
good.
bad, homie.
En todo serio, bro. Like, in todo serio, like, I feel what you guys are saying. My brother, he recently did a, ancestry thing. And, we're, it says we're 89% Mesoamerican, right? Pero, I come to think about it, I was like, man, like, do I believe that? Because in one form it says that we're, like, some part Russian, So that's why I'm like, man, what's going on with this? I didn't do the test, but what do you think? Does the test apply the same like my brother and me and him?
No, so
would it be the same?
No, so bro, so when you take biology courses and you study like blood and stuff like that, and you study geno and pheno and stuff like that, we're from our father's bloodline. We're of our father's seed. Like, you are the seed that turns into the baby that's incubated by the egg of the mother and the pheno of the mother, not the blood of the mother, or she would have a miscarriage. You would not be here. We're from our dad's bloodline. So all this genealogy shit would demolish biology then. That would be which is true then. Are we really mixed with all these people? And do women create sperm too? No, they orgasm. We come.
Yo.
So
Facts,
if people want to believe in all that, I'm 50% this and I'm fucking 20% that, then I mean, hey, let them believe it. Like this, the levels aren't for everybody. Like I said, not everybody can go with you to the next level. And it seems like the more shit that you knowledge yourself about, the less conversations that you have and friends you end up losing. Like it's sad. I feel sometimes I feel like a fucking lonely man. Because there's so many people that disagree until they actually do study, and they say, hey, you know what, homie, I'm sorry, dog. I gotta apologize, bro. And I'm not saying I'm smart in any way or I'm the smartest person, but I do challenge you.
good.
Like I always challenge, homie. Like I do challenge people. Like, hey, bro, go study biology or go study about your culture or go do this and that. I'm not saying to believe me. I'm saying don't believe me. First of all, don't believe me. Challenge me. Like I was challenge.
good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, homie. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
no, I feel you, man. Because I had a question, my brother, when he did that. I was like, man, like, you really got to do that? All right, you do your thing. But no, man, I appreciate you guys touching on that with me. All right, man, you guys be safe and have a good one.
Thank you. We have time for 2 more calls. Let's go. Calling your name. Where are you calling from?
Pittsburgh, California.
Pittsburgh, California.
Yeah, in the Bay Area. I appreciate your guys' call. I think your shows definitely been refreshing to hear you guys speaking about the scriptures, especially in the time that we live in. But my question is for both of you. What is your take on the Ezekiel 37, the Valley of the Dry Bones?
Okay, the Valley of the Dry Bones, that was always told to me is this, that was a prophecy about the nation of Israel, okay? And we're keeping it biblical here.
Yep.
Israel was, if you will, dispersed to the 4 corners of the earth for about, I want to say, almost 2,000 years. And I want to say May 14, 1948, they became a nation again, okay? And I believe that's the prophecy that they were referring to. So they pretty much came back to life, if you will, because that land was desolate for almost 2,000 years. So, and it wasn't, I want to say June 14th, but I'm not sure. Or it was in June of 1967 that Jerusalem was restored to the nation of Israel as their capital. But obviously today their capital is Tel Aviv. Trump was the only one trying to restore Jerusalem back to being the capital of Israel. But I believe that's what it's referring to, bro. That they were dead for almost 2,000 years, and they came back to life May 14, 1948. Is that what you heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the same answer.
Same answer, bro.
So my thing is about that whole situation would be some people say the lost tribes of Israel are actually chosen. So we haven't came back to, so to speak, our land per se. So that a lot of people believe that right now that prophecy is coming right before our eyes, is happening by us waking up
Yes.
and knowing who we really are.
Yes, that's fact. Thank you for saying that, bro.
Yeah.
He said what I was gonna say right now. That's yes.
You pretty much answered your own question, bro.
Yeah, that's the great awakening. The sleeping giant.
I appreciate you guys, man, and enjoy the show.
Thank you, my brother.
Respect and love.
Right. One more call, and then we are out of here. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from? You are the last caller.
Hey, what's going on? It's Carlos Cruz from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
For Minneapolis, Minnesota. What's good, my brother? How you doing tonight, man?
Sir, yes. I'm doing blessed. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. You sound like my boy Gritty Greg. So, Gritty Greg, if you're watching, this is your stunt double. Let's go, bro. You got a question?
Cool. All right. So, yeah, quick question. Okay. So, my whole life, I'm Mexican. My dad is Mexican. He's from Puebla. And my mom is Native American. Okay. So, I grew up with my mom's side of my family, the Native American side. And I've been really grown up with my dad's side, the Mexican side of my whole life, and I try to fit in with that side, but it seems I get rejected a lot, or I get turned down because I can't speak Spanish and everything, which I'm learning. But I know Marvelous says you are what your dad are, which I believe that too. But is it wrong that I'm more in touch with my Native American side than my Mexican side?
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
So your Native American side, bro, is we're all would be considered Native American. That's another form of being indigenous. Just saying, bro.
Okay.
We are from
Yeah,
this
'cause when
we are from
people
this
ask-
land. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut
100%.
you off.
No. Yeah. So when people ask, they ask like, because I have long hair and I look really Mexican, so they ask what am I. But I kind of just tell them I'm like full of indigenous, and they're kind of like taken back by that, and they're like, "Well, what does that mean?" And I kind of have to break it down for them a little bit.
Yeah, people feel disrespected by it. I noticed that a lot. When you say you're indigenous, they either come against you in the full force, or they want you to fucking prove it. Well, prove it then. Well, prove you're indigenous. Like, man.
Like, fuck. Like, okay.
They want you to go get that blood test.
Yeah, they want the like, and it's not just one person. It's every fucking buddy. Like, you'll get like if so with social media and shit, you'll get every fucking buddy. Oh, well, prove your mom is like. Who the fuck are you to prove anything to? First of all, like,
yeah,
what are you
fuck
saying?
are you,
Homie? Like,
little?
like,
so,
damn. Homie.
Yeah, 100%. Because I work in an area where it's the downtown in my city, and a lot of corporate white people, and they get the questions, and I answer them, and they're just like in disbelief, or they kind of look at me like beneath them, and I'm like, we're all the same in a sense.
No, I agree with you as far as they look at you like you're beneath them. It's true. And that's just that fucking pride that they carry, bro. That's it. And I don't want to say, and I'm going to be honest, I don't believe all white people are like that, but fucking sure that does seem like the majority of them are, so, but that's just the way it is, bro. But you know what? Like, I'm not even going to get into it, bro. Anyways, bro, I want to thank you for calling, bro, and sharing that, bro. But you know what? I don't see anything wrong with you embracing your indigenous side, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%. Well, I thank you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed night. Appreciate it. And thank you for answering my questions on the live chat.
Yes, sir, my brother.
Appreciate you, homie.
Have a blessed one. Let's go.
Right.
Okay, let's go. We are out of here. Okay. Okay, go for it, Alex. Go for it. Let us relax.
All right, a few more super chats. All right.
Let's go, super chats. Oh, wow.
I wish this guy would tell me how to say his name, but it's LXSTSXATL. And he says, and he donated $5. He said, how much would you pay to naturally get your hairline back? Would you ever come to Atlanta? Would you ever come to Atlanta?
Was that for me?
There's two questions.
I don't. No. The only time I'll come back to Atlanta is if somebody accompanies me to Magic City, and as far as my hairline, it's gone, bro. Yeah. I don't want my fucking hair back. For those that have to talk to me, never wear a hat. I'm bald, motherfucker. I shave my shit. So there it is. There. So
okay. So Shy Girl dropped $5. She says, "Do you think the new Halloween movie coming out will be good?"
Since I'm a big time Michael Myers fan, yes. But I will say this, that I was fucking disappointed because when I was a kid, and that movie came out in 1978, I was 10 years old when I first saw Halloween 1, okay? Y lo que me encabronó is because I told myself, one day I'm going to go to Haddonfield, Illinois. I'm going to go to Haddonfield, Illinois, where they filmed this movie. And come to fucking find out in the 1990s, it was in Pasadena. Got it. They got me, okay? Just like Dahmer was, the majority of the shit was filmed in Pomona and in downtown LA. Damn. Now I don't know Wisconsin. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go shoot a short for Freaky Tales where remember he went to his apartment and he told the cops he's my lover. And he walked it back in?
Yeah, homie, that's fucked up.
I'm going to go right there, shoot a short. This is where they filmed Dahmer.
That's fucked up.
I mean, Dahmer wasn't there, bro. That's just where they filmed it. So anyways.
Okay, El Tio dropped $5. He said, "Marvelous, I know you believe in flat earth, but you did mention earlier about the black sun being from hollow earth."
Uh-huh.
I guess he wants to know about the black sun.
When you say black sun, are you talking about the eclipse?
So they represent, they worship it just like the black cube. Like a lot of people don't know about that either.
Are you when you say the black cube? Are you talking about the Kaaba the Kaaba in Saudi Arabia, that's what the Muslims surround. You're not talking about that.
That's supposed to be a deity of that.
Okay. All right.
Like if not, they don't get you to worship it one way, they're gonna get you to worship it another way, bro.
Okay.
Like it's fucking
All right.
bullshit. But
All right.
Okay, right now somebody dropped, it says Guero, Güero.
What do you get, Guerrero?
Güero.
I'm sorry, I forget about the
Dang,
G.
you're
and
so
the-
white.
You're buzzed.
Serio.
Yeah, my dad's white. So, no, I'm playing. But Güero Baraja said, shout out to Tony and Marvelous. And what are your thoughts on silver and gold and cryptocurrency? And is a good alternative to U.S. dollar if it crashes?
Well, let's just look at this, bro. Eventually, we're going to go into a cashless society. How much is that going to be worth then? Everybody talked about Bitcoin. Everybody talked about this and that. And that shit fucking flopped.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit fucking flopped. We're going to go into, if you will, a cashless society. We're almost there. Okay? Yeah. So invest whatever you want. Invest in gold. Look, if this whole fucking economy crashes, what are you going to do? Bite that gold to eat? You know, I got bars of gold under my bed. It ain't worth shit. Okay? You gonna bite that motherfucker and eat that shit?
You never know.
See, that guy right there, he'll be a good defensive lawyer.
Hey, if it was, if it's some soft gold, he might be able to bite it.
Way.
Hey, did you see these earphones just move right now?
They did. I saw that shit.
You seen that shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
That earphones, homie, they just moved right now.
Go. Keep reading.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt dropped $2. He said, I'm half Salvi and Mexican, born in LA. Am I Chicano? That would depend on your dad, I guess, right?
Damn, that's right, homie. You are super dope.
But you know what? But let me say this, bro. You are Raza, bro.
Yeah, you're Raza.
And you're loved and you're embraced. That's all that matters, bro. Let's not look at titles. Yeah. Let's not look at titles, bro. You know, so you're loved and you're embraced, homie. So that's all we're going to say, that, you know what? You know, stay blessed, homie. Keep going.
This one, the name is called NorCal Mex for Trump. Drop $5.
Okay.
He didn't say shit. And then...
so he's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, I guess that was his...
Well, fuck it then. Have him mail me a Trump wig, and I'll wear it on one of the shows that we Conversation with Marvelous.
Dress up. Let's dress
the
up.
hat.
Marvelous. Seriously, do you believe in the flat Earth? You know, a lot of the guys that get mad that you believe in flat Earth most likely got a flat chest. So before you question him, go to the gym. Hit some incline. Okay. Before your girl cheats on you. Anyways, go ahead.
Paulo Martinez said, dropped $1.99. He said, our existence beyond these man-made barriers. That's all he said.
All right.
Our existence is beyond these man-made barriers. That's what he said.
Okay.
So, and that's it. That's
all right.
Oh, one more. Don Peruco, I guess.
Not Perico.
Peruco.
Okay.
He dropped $1.99. He said, "Shout out! I'm starting a channel called Pala Raza."
Pala Raza.
Pala Raza. PALA Raza.
Change it to a. It's supposed to be 2 words. No, hold on. Change it to Pájaro Nalgón. I'll guarantee you get more views. Get more views. Pájaro Nalgón. Okay. Somebody said Tony A got a flat brain. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll give you credit, homeboy. I'll give you home. And I'm sure your girl got a flat ass. Anyways, let's go.
That's it. That was it. That was all the super chats right there. Okay. I think I got them all.
Okay, here's my thing. We talk about flat earth, flat chest. What about a flat ass? Got him. Anyways. All right. Marvelous shout outs. Anything to anyone? Did you put it? Hold on. Did you put his Marvelous Minds on the live chat?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It's pinned.
Okay, because I want to see more than 6,000 subscribers tonight. Okay, so let's go. Pito gang.
Thank you for everybody that tuned in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody that called in. Thank you for everybody that challenges me. Thank you. Thank you for the people that challenge themselves and educated themselves. So I'm very thankful for that.
Mentally.
Shout outs to this awesome ass fucking team that helped me today. Tony, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. It was a lot of work today. Thank you very much for your assistance. And just to my kids, I love you guys.
All good. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Marvelous for once again being here. I love our conversations. I love it when you guys call in. I love it when you guys are on the live chat. You know, whether you guys are talking shit or not, it's fucking dope. As long as we can have fun amongst each other, that's all that matters. You guys know I read every comment. I don't hide shit. So I want to thank all you guys. I want to thank Norbert for being not only from this morning filming. I want to thank Alex Cervantes Enterprise. I want to thank the Hip Hop Jedi. Once again, he showed up. He filmed everything tonight. Can't wait for you guys to see the intro to Marvelous Podcast. You're going to see it every time he goes live, the intro, and it's coming out really fucking dope. As a matter of fact, we're going to edit that next Sunday.
And we have one more super chat.
Hold on, pal. And then also I want to give a shout out to my son, B-SKANLESS, for helping me promote this. So I also want to say this, that the people that have subscribed, the people that liked, the people that commented, the people that disliked, the people on the live chat, doesn't matter. You guys make this show possible. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So I truly, truly want to thank you guys. You know,
thanks for the donation.
Yes, thank you for the donate. Everybody who donated. I want to thank everybody who called in. And if you didn't get a call in, you know what? DM me, DM him, call him, hit us up. You know, we'd love to talk to you. I'm being real serious. I'm being transparent with you guys. Like, call in and ask us your questions, you know. Especially a lot of you guys that say you have dreams, have lost loved ones or whatever. We truly, truly appreciate those questions. So other than that, we'll be back Wednesday, and then Friday with Freaky Tales. So other than that, go ahead and give your
all right,
super
somebody
chat.
named Huelga dropped $1.99. He says Raza, Spanish for race. We are all Raza. And then Don Peruco dropped $1.99. He said, thank you, Tony. And it's
Pájaro Pitón.
Pájaro. The way he spelled it. Pájaro. Okay, I get it. Pájaro Pitón.
Pájaro Pitón. Not nalgón, pero pito. Okay, so.
Pitón. That was wild.
So, Pitón. So, all good. Thank you,
They
guys.
had me saying that shit online.
Thank you, guys. Anyways, everybody, R.I.P. Ted Bundy, R.I.P. Jeffrey Dahmer, R.I.P. Michael Myers, R.I.P. Richard Ramirez, R.I.P. John Wayne Gacy, R.I.P. Ed Gein, R.I.P. the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, R.I.P. all you motherfuckers. And we out of here.
You got it.